Yeah, there's things going on there. I don't care about the wish pool this time. As y'all know, the only characters I care to pull at the moment are Columbina and Chibai. And Chibai has just finished her Lost Banner, so she is not coming back for at least a few months, which means I'm not pulling for a while. I'm not gonna pull for a bit, and by then, I'll probably have gotten enough primos. Just playing the game. Who knows? But I already had a story quest activated. Where is my quest? So I think this is Hu Taos, isn't it? Yeah, this is Hu Taos' story quest, and she is one of my favorite characters. So we are going to do her story quest and finish it, even though I don't remember where I was up to or what I was doing. But we are gonna do it. In fact, since we're doing her story quest, we might as well bring out the girly herself. There she is. She's so short. That's kind of funny. Wait, I've got child, tall boy, Navia, tall girl, and the Hu Tao's so tiny. She looks tinier than Furina. She looks tinier than Shinkyu, and I didn't think that was possible. And then Toma's all tall. She's so short. She does have that energy, though. That short gremlin vibe. Come on, Hu Tao. You can do it. There we go. Okay, what were we even up to here?
Huh? You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times. Thinking back to past events. We've been at it for years.
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've got nowhere to go back to.
Oh, that sucks.
Now, home is wherever friends are.
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes. I make artisan style lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. I guess they represent me better than anything. A few days ago, I bought some quality plastrite shards. They're currently all in the warehouse at the dock. I've already spoken to the manager. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me?
Seems like you already know what's going on. Be back in a jiffy.
Okay, we're helping people with their wishes, apparently. Where's Hu Tao? Where's my girl?
With the wind.
I think the only story quest I really remember vividly is Child's one, and most of it was like fetch quest, fetch quest, fetch quest. And then right at the end, there's that big cutscene where he's like counting down for Tusser and he's like, close your eyes. And then he like harbingers out and then he gets hurt really badly and we have to go help him.
Hi, we're here to pick up the plastrite shards for Sansa.
I think she mentioned it. Yes, here you are on the register. No problem. The plastrite shards are over in that crate there. Please, help yourselves.
Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. Doesn't seem like they're here.
What?
Let's look someplace else.
What the hey? Ah! It's so weird playing an older quest after playing the new events and hearing everyone's, well, mostly Paimon's voice jumping from old to new to old to new.
As I gaze out upon the sea,
I can't get used to it.
prose wells up inside.
These look like what Sangza was talking about. Let's head back.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Please, wait a moment. This is the final step. Okay, there we go. I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual lantern rite, we all release a lantern like this. No matter what the days may bring, whichever roads we choose to take, while this rite remains observed, each of us remains the same.
As for the matter of Big G,
Big G.
The
The
three of us have
BFG?
discussed amongst ourselves and agreed we won't press you on it.
But if you get the chance, please let them know we're doing well.
Who
And
is
that
Big
the
G?
things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
And I won't press you on the things you once spoke of.
Thank you.
I don't know
We'll
what
pass
they're
it
talking
on.
about.
Big G is luck. We got everything we need. Let's go to Wulong Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
Oh, you're back already? Sooner than I expected. You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon?
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
I'm kidding. Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes, so I guess they knew the deal. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, the one thing everyone knows is you never know what to expect. Which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if they had attempted to, it would have been too much for me to deal with.
Wow. What happened?
Guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's most important responsibility, and I'm stricter than most.
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
Of course not.
They're lamenting they're
After all, we were
working?
caught up in all this
No.
already, just like Mung. It's not the end of the world if you catch a
Aldi,
glimpse behind
no.
the curtain. And where we're going, don't be surprised
Are
if
we
you
bragging
see
on
or what
Natlin
may
and
occur.
Spirit?
All of it exists within the border between the
But we're not
living
even
and the
doing
dead.
Natlin
An
today.
ordinary place, really. The only special thing about it is that nobody really knows about it. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, I'll have to erase your memories. So listen to everything I say. Let's go.
Paimon's scared. But like Hu Tao says, we're already caught up in this. We better see it through to the end.
Listen, Hu Tao can do whatever she wants, and I'm not gonna question it. Oh, I don't know if I want to go as this team. This is my exploration team. This is my move around quickly team, but they're not particularly strong. And also, I feel like I should probably... Although, they might let us play as Hu Tao, so let's go with the basic team. I knew it.
Wow, what is this place?
Somewhere close to death, but
Ow!
not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire. So keep your cool. Follow
That pattern looks familiar.
from the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time.
Oh. What are we doing here? Oh. Am I not doing this right? What am I missing? There we go.
Huh?
Actually, you know what? I'm not grumpy anymore. The painkillers are kind of working. Oh god. Why am I so exposed?
Into the wind.
You're toast! Boba, get them!
Let's light it up.
There's like no
You can
battle
run.
music or anything.
Ah.
It's so oh! He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
Huh. Get out of here. I'm going in. As one with wind and cloud.
This place doesn't feel...
Heal, child, heal.
That's why it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... how do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
Paimon's pretty sure that's not how people put it.
Into the wind.
Suck them in, light them on fire, light them on fire again. This button.
Cross over!
Oh, ew, they gave her the ugly wings.
By
Not
the
my
way,
Hu Tao.
I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things.
What did I do?
Let's light
Oh! And another spooky ghost flame.
The wind knows me.
Nice and spicy. Eat this!
Riptide! Fallen leaves, adorn my night! One with nature.
Everybody stand back!
Heal. It didn't heal me.
This looks the same, but there aren't enough.
Spider.
So confusing. Let's have a look around. Or up ahead.
Stop it! Oh my god, girly, you are dying. I'm actually so sad I don't have the new Benny outfit, because it looks so cute. And now this one looks so lame in comparison. It just makes me think of the main character from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is devastating, because Benny does not deserve that.
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before?
Wait a minute. It reset again! man! What am I doing wrong?
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
Oh!
Nice and spicy.
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
The fact that he said the exact
So
same
you
thing.
set us up? Finally! Paimon thought we were gonna be trapped in that weird place forever.
That's exactly the point. Trespassers end up running scared.
So that's the weird stuff out of the way, right?
Yep. Just dive off the edge here.
What?
Okay. Whee!
Now I got stomach cramps.
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead.
Oh,
I know
fun!
you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Are you clients? Apologies. This is just a little unexpected.
Are you a ghost?
Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me at ease. But I'm afraid we don't have the means to enter. My name is Lan Si. I've been waiting for someone for a long time now. Exactly how long, I couldn't really say. Everyone says waiting is difficult. But walking, watching, talking to newcomers, and the old crowd, it helps to pass the time. I can keep waiting, but who knows whether what I'm waiting for will ever come to pass. It's all the same to me. Waiting's all I can do anyway. But if you too are looking for someone important to you, it's best not to keep waiting forever.
Are you new here? What a coincidence, so am I! I can't believe how nice the scenery is. I thought it'd be all pitch black and freezing cold with no sense of space or time.
So is this the afterlife, or is it like a
Here I can
purgatory
finally
kind of
work out a
place?
lifetime of emotions. It's fantastic. Perhaps I just set my expectations too low.
Well, at least they seem happy being dead.
By the way, have you seen Uncle Jean recently?
That guy? I remember him saying it was time for him to move on.
Good for him. I wonder where he's off to next.
If you're curious, why don't we go and see for ourselves?
Some other time, perhaps. I'd like to stay here for a while.
Oh, it seems like it is a sort of purgatory place before they go and reincarnate. And they can stay here as long as they want.
Wouldn't it be cool if we got to see the lanterns ourselves one day?
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom told me. As long as you yell it really loud, your wish will come true in the future.
Yell it? Isn't that kinda embarrassing?
As soon as the first person yells, then everyone else just joins in, and nobody feels embarrassed anymore.
That's right. Little Wu, you start.
Alright, I wish I could open a massive restaurant with never-ending dishes and snacks, so I could eat Joy-You and chili chicken every day!
Ooh, that sounds good. I want chili chicken.
That's your wish? funny. What's your wish?
To get rich, of course. Do big business and make a load of Mora. With Mora, you can do whatever you want and be happy.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Yeah, if you get rich, you could buy that super expensive toy box.
Or you could just buy chili chicken.
Not just one. One for everyone. No, loads for everyone.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a businessman, then I don't need to earn any money.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's tough getting rich. Don't put all the pressure on me.
As for me, I want to learn to make Ning Xiao lanterns. The big kind! And Xiao lanterns, too. I'll be the best artisan around.
Yeah! That way we don't need to go to Liyue Harbor to release Xiao lanterns.
Anyway, those are our wishes. Mung, Big G, what about you?
Me?
Big G. He was actually cool, Big G.
Huh? They all disappeared. Right when he was about to make his wish.
It brings back so many memories. That was the last lantern ride the 5 of us spent together.
It's been so long. Everyone's all grown up. Have all those wishes really come true?
Yeah.
We asked each
Did
of
they?
them for parting gifts for you. Little Wu's become a chef. Momo's a successful businessman. And Songza makes great Xiao lanterns.
Really? Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dreams. We've kept them in our hearts as a promise to each other. Anyway, time to release this lantern.
Hey, take a hint. Let's give them some space to go over the good old days.
Finally, we're letting characters, like, do their thing and not invading their personal moments.
Take the hint? Really? Of all of us, you—
Really? The end result is the same, though. Exactly what I do and how I do it are just minor technicalities. As I explained, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was, once upon a time, more akin to a doctor's office than an actual funeral parlor. During the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness.
Oh.
People were plunged into misery and suffering. Disease was spreading all over the land. Death devastated the world of the living. Such were the times when the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first established. As humans, its founders were deemed too insignificant to matter, but slowly, they managed to drive away death.
They must have paid a huge price for that.
After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity, luring people with dreams of great fame and abundant mora. But in the end, some lunatics stirred up the legacy of the dead. By that I mean the remnants of the defeated gods that ravaged the world.
Huh?
I won't go into specifics of that situation, but suffice to say that at its peak, life was on the verge of bringing about its own extinction, while death was coming back with a vengeance.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What does all of that mean? You just kind of brought that up out of nowhere. What do you mean, the legacy of the dead?
It took a long, long time. Longer than you'd think to restore balance and reinstate the border. Without it, Liyue Harbor as we know it wouldn't be here today. Neither would the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, you or me. Not a chance. Curiosity can be perilous, you know. Don't forget my warning, the less you know, the better. What you make of my words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your heads, though. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is just that, a funeral parlor. Nothing more to it.
Well, it would if you... the fact that you told us nothing. So it would have flown over our heads. Because nothing was... well, it wouldn't have flown over our heads because nothing was there to fly over. But whatever. That's fine.
We live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence between life and death should never be taken for granted. Huh? It's about time. Let's go. Let's take them to the place where all begins and all goes to rest.
What kind of place is that?
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things sometimes, okay? No need to hound me with questions about every little thing I say.
She looks so grumpy. Yay! Gimme, gimme, gimme.
I think we did everything we could to make you happy, Big G, wouldn't you say? But if you ever really do become an evil spirit and come back with more nefarious nonsense in mind, I may have to forget our friendship and give you a far less fond farewell.
Wait, so Big G
I promise.
died as a child?
I'm grateful for everything you've done for me.
Or is that just their spirit? Because that would be so sad.
Now that I know that my friends are doing so well, I have no intention to bother them.
I also want to thank you. You made my dream come true, too.
So you should also mind my warning, Mung. If you won't let go of the past, I might reunite you two sooner than you think.
Hu Tao.
How can you say such horrendous things with that smile on your face?
Well then, last but not least, let's say our goodbyes to Big G.
See you later, Big G.
Not like that. You won't be seeing him later. Let's stick to goodbye and such.
No worries. I'll just take my leave.
Not see you later.
I'm sorry. Of all the wishes we yelled that day,
Oh, they might
only
see him
ours
later.
hasn't come true.
I don't know. Does this follow reincarnation?
Nah, don't be bothered by that. No life is without its regrets. You can leave in peace now.
All right. I'll remember you all. Goodbye.
Big G, no.
He's gone then.
He never became a Big G.
I thought that closure would bring me relief, but all I can feel now is emptiness.
So, what was the wish you two made? We didn't have a chance to hear it earlier.
If it's something like to grow up big and strong.
After each of us has started a family and built a career, we want both our families to spend the lantern rite together.
Oh.
That's why I envy my friends so much. Little Wu and the rest.
Little Wu.
They all had a chance to fulfill their wishes. Mine, however, will remain just a dream.
He was big in spirit. Actually, he was small spirit too. He was. He was just a little baby spirit. You know what? Maybe his personality was big. Cheer up! You have a lot of ahead of you. That's the equivalent of like sending thoughts and prayers.
That's right.
Turn that frown
Also,
upside
think about
down.
this. Everyone gets burnt to ash one day.
Okay, well.
So enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to the living is over, you can meet whoever you want again in the afterlife. Isn't that great?
Thank you? Either way, I don't think I'll ever return to Wuwang Hill. I have a lot of feelings to process.
No worries. It's a good opportunity for you to go on vacation. Consider your leave approved. Naturally, this doesn't change the terms of our previous agreement. The leave will be unpaid.
What? Not the unpaid leave.
Aren't you forgetting about something?
I took you to the border and let you have a look around, didn't I? But based on your reaction, it seems like you didn't find what you're looking for. It is a pity indeed.
The biggest pity of all is your lack of help.
I was fishing around on your behalf through the channels that aren't accessible to you. Unfortunately, I didn't find any leads worth pursuing either.
Well, you know, I can't blame her too much. She's probably, I was gonna say that, you know, oh, they're such a prosperous business. She's got so much money. No, she doesn't. Because Zhongli spends all of her money. And she's probably broke. So she's probably just like, yeah, I can't afford to pay you for your leave.
I'll keep my
Blame
eyes open in
Zhongli.
case anything crops up. If so, I'll be sure to let you know.
You don't sound like you mean it.
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living. However, if you want me to summon someone from the other side of the border...
Oh, stop saying creepy stuff!
Relax. I'll help you look for them. You have my word. My exquisite sense of humor always goes unappreciated.
Maybe it would have been easier if our brother was dead. Then she'd be able to find him, like, super easily. Well, being a funeral home director really suits you.
I have my reasons.
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the dead that still long for the world of the living. But I've never seen any of the previous directors there, not even once. This means that becoming the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the right decision for them, and left them with no regrets.
Well, and then we see the previous lantern rite. It's funny doing this after doing that quest and seeing so much of Hu Tao and all of her doubts and worries. But here she just seems like she's got everything kind of sorted. Alright, what is that? Crimes 1 and 2? I'm gonna leave that alone for a bit. Okay, it is time. So I want to do the Arlecchino one because I think Child is in that one. I want to do the Navi and Furina one because I want to see them. Oh my god, where is she? Anamula Chiragi? Who the fuck is that? Oh, I have to do the You know what? Let's do Furina's quest.
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge Mora tag, perhaps?
The more the better.
You know we're worth it. For quality work and speedy results, choose Paimon and the Traveler.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see. Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role. But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
Wasn't Furina a director?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job. There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there. Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't—
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon. Paimon approves, let's—
This seems like it requires a bit of thinking, and I don't know if we're very good at that.
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Wow,
No.
Sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
Can't you cover the budget for a new actress with the ticket fees?
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe. Just a group. All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
No.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady
Why
at the
is she so
Adventurers Guild
invested?
didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a
Aw.
troupe. One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it. Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform. The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Okay, idea. We let her die, Hu Tao comes over, takes her ghost, and then she performs it. Perfectly fine, because she doesn't have to worry about the plights of the mortal coil.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor.
Don't take my Mora.
And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... you know who?
She didn't do any acting, though. Can she? Well, actually, no. She's kind of... her entire life is acting, so she might be perfect for this.
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now. She's really good at performing.
She's got nothing better to do.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous. Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
Buddy, she's got nothing better to do.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
Aren't you prepared to do whatever it takes?
Well, yes, but... fair enough. I mean, if she was...
Okay,
I'm sure
cool.
everyone,
I'm gonna go
of
grab
course...
her. Bye.
Besides, things are different.
Thank you for your help.
Wait, where does Furina actually...
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Woo! When did you get here?
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Furina. Back in a...
Oh! Well, the light's going off just then. Imagine if she just lives in like a teeny tiny little house. Like one of the houses above the shops. Actually, any house here looks quite big. I thought she just lived in that court place. Because she's always there. Ask about Furina's disposition. Okay, wait. How do we get there?
I follow the wind.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place, it's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Marmonia.
She's keeping it low-key, Paimon.
It's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Oh, she sounds so tired.
Okay, when
what
did
happened?
Thin Air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
Macaroni!
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
I blame Paimon for the tiredness. Oh no, is our girlie having mac and cheese every day?
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Oh, Furina!
Struggling to cope.
You're struggling to go. Not the copium. No, my girl. Hello, my Yuri. We're seeing our poor girl suffering. Is it because you have to do all your cooking now?
How rude. Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity. It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house.
Oh.
So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too.
I thought this quest was gonna be us hanging out with Furina and having a lot of fun. I didn't realize this was us seeing Furina's fall from grace and seeing her become a NEET and staying at home all day and having mac and cheese every day and not do anything fun.
Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like La Lettre Fossilor or Blubber Profiteroles in no time.
I could,
if
but...
I felt so inclined.
But I just won't.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace. Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way.
Did she not clean?
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad! Yeah, exactly! What the traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
Anyway.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
Wait, if she doesn't have a vision, and she's not an Archon, then how come she can use water powers and stuff? But also, Furina, there's no one else that can do this. It's just you.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now. So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific?
Plot holes. Not that.
I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well-versed in all the various performing arts.
There's my
Your
girl.
musical is well within my capabilities. But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
Guys, it's her theme. Do you hear it?
Sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage. Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me.
Okay, that's fair.
Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
But Furina, the people need you.
Paimon can understand.
They need your skills.
But this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point, okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, Anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me.
No, Furina!
Since I'm just an ordinary person now. They'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
What has happened to my girl? Where has her confidence gone? What's wrong with making one exception? You shouldn't assume the worst of people. Where's the one that's gassing her up? I need a gas up response from my girl.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I drew a line in the sand without thinking about every possible grain on the other side.
No, Furina, it's not your fault.
Is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would.
You know, okay. So this is before the directorial quest, the big event where she, you know, made her directorial debut and everything was great, fun, and amazing. This is supposed to take place, I'm assuming, just after the main story. And let's not forget how the main story ended. Everyone was against her. They were beating her up verbally while she was just like, had no means to defend herself. And then she was left with nothing and no friends and no one to go to. And now she's living in a hovel and she's eating macaroni and cheese all day and she's not doing great. And the first time the traveler goes to see her after all of that, we ask her to push her boundaries and ask her to do something that she's explicitly told she doesn't want to do. I don't know if I feel good about this. I feel like we're not listening to her. And I feel like, you know, we're not being a very good friend right now. Realistically, it makes so much more sense why she's reacting like this. I know, because I was like, wait, why is she in such a bad mood? And then I realized, wait a minute. This is directly after the main story in Fontaine. Of course she's in a bad mood.
Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
Okay, let's come up with a plan B. And we're not gonna guilt trip Furina. We're not gonna make her feel bad because that's not the point of this. Remember, guys, we're having fun today. We're not making people feel bad and making them go out of their way to do things that they don't want to do, especially since they're still pissed off at us because of things that have happened in the story. Hi, Boop. Boop. We're doing Furina's quest because we can't do the other one until we've done hers, and I do love Furina, so Paimon can feel bad. Well, Paimon can feel bad, but I mean mostly, well, you know, I mean mostly Furina and Navia. I don't want them to feel bad because, yes, I'm biased and they are my favorites, and I don't want them to feel any pain and suffering.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Furina.
The director, don't care.
To you
Catherine,
too.
Don't.
I'm going home to take a rest now.
Oh. She's gonna go eat her mac and cheese. I'm having spicy chicken right now. That's what I got during the break. It's not too difficult to eat because, Boop, I have a toothache right now. And I'm a little bit grumpy, so the stream is not gonna be super long today. I'm here for 20 minutes. Alzi, you missed us. You missed us making Furina so mad, and it made me feel really bad because I do not want Furina to be mad. I just want her to be happy.
Too bad, but we have to respect Furina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories.
I'm
now.
sorry. I didn't want to do this to her. Boop, what's your homophobic meal? And why was that allowed on Twitch?
Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
I also realized Discord.
That's besides the point.
Was
I'll
using
ask
my
you again.
my
Why did you start
controller
looking for a
mic the whole
replacement
time,
without my consent?
and that's why it kept picking
When did I
things up
tell
that
you
it
I'm going to
shouldn't
take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known
Not
each other for
Chick-fil-A.
how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
You should have told her. What the heck?
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding.
A little misunderstanding.
So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
Well, she
Sadly,
hated it.
it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Oh my god. Wait. No, if we had convinced her to join, only for her to find out that she wasn't needed anymore? There would be no ego left. We would have destroyed her. We would have crushed. Her big head would be tiny, and she would just deflate into nothingness.
Yeah, she
deserves better than all of this.
We get the scolding
We're the
of a
worst.
lifetime.
I don't like us right
Jeez.
now.
Is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
Only joking, calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Do we still get paid, though?
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle
Furina
it?
would not.
The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Paimon, shut up.
Sure.
No, she's been here the whole time!
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping
No,
list.
she heard everything.
All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Furina? Didn't you say you were
She was eating the Chick-fil-A? What?
Here.
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's
Just
all.
a teensy bit.
When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things.
It's true, she's too
And
poor.
all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
You don't need to apologize to Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you? I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me. But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah, When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Furina star in our show?
Exactly.
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Furina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director.
Director?
She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Director?
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically,
The light's cutting
she
out again.
was a victim in the serial disappearances case.
Oh.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice.
It's not that short,
Still,
Boop.
No sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can. But despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing, but ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh.
That's depressing. I don't know why that's my problem.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Now she has to help.
Furina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member.
Wait. Is this when she makes her directorial debut? And that's when she joins the other, the summer quest from like 2 years ago? And becomes the ultimate director? Because that makes so much sense. Because she had the experience from this one to start directing.
But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them? An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before. And so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Huh. Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
Wow.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Since it's you, I'll do it.
Thank you all so
Because
much.
it's you,
Our
Furina.
director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are. All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Oh my god. We got her. We got her in our sights. It's true, we are in the land of Hydro. So, just a little background for you. I won't get too deep into it, but this is the land of Hydro. It's called Fontaine. It is a part of Genshin that is...
French one.
Yeah, the French one. It's modeled after European locality, but mostly France and Italy. It's mostly France and Italy. So we got Furina, who is mostly, I think, the French side of it. And then Navia, this girl, who's my favorite, who is the Italian side.
I remember you showing her off.
I did. I still love her so much. Still my but I do like Furina. Furina, more so because of her impact in the story. I like to call Fontaine the Shadowbringers of Genshin, in that it is kind of like a strange peak in the story that came out of nowhere. Like, the writing just got really, really, really good. And, yeah, it was just a very fun time overall. And now we're doing Furina's quest, because there's another quest I want to do where all the characters apparently go up. I think it's going to be very fun, but we can't do that until we do. And then we went to now.
Derogatory.
I'm trying to, like, you know, remember the things that I liked about Genshin. Which is, so that's why we're going to revisit some of the characters that I really... Before we go back to Natlin.
1,000 years of Natlin.
And I think that every time we finish a section of Natlin, we could do, like, a story quest or two. So I can
there you go.
Be happy again. Do I have Nouvelet? I don't have him. Alti, you're gonna hate me for this, but he is yet another old man that I do not care for. He's alright. I don't hate him as much as Zhongli because he doesn't have a rat tail. But...
Brutal.
Get on the old man train! They need
crazy.
to make interesting old men for me. They're all stoic and boring. I like...
You don't like stoic, silent, broken men?
I did like his new outfit, though. I will say this. Flint can attest to this. In the last event, when I saw it for the first time, I did say, ooh, this is making me like him a bit more. That is a very good look for him. And I did almost think about maybe pulling, but then I didn't, because I was like, wait, I don't like Nouvelet. But it's a good outfit, and I will give him that. It's a very good look.
Okay. I am now about to switch headsets, so bear with me.
Okay. I like morally dubious old men that lazily sit on couches in style. It's true. It's true, yeah. That is, like, I guess the other side of it. Let's see. Hold up. In terms of the tall men characters, which ones do I like? Keep in mind, there's most of these characters I don't particularly have any feelings negative or positive for. It's more just like, it tends to be kind of like a neutral. There are some characters that do piss me off, though, and that's when I go into the negatives. But Child I love, so he's a tall boy. Ito I also love, and he's also a tall boy. That's okay, Ito. Homa I love, and he's also a tall boy. He's kind of a twink, though, so I don't know if that counts. He's not old. None of them are old, though. Inari is not tall, is he? No, his ears are just... Aoife I also love. I think he's cute.
Huh?
Like Arden from FF15. I didn't like Arden that much, but it's also because they don't really see much of his character. And he was just kind of there, and he kind of pissed me off, so I didn't really like him. Kaya, I'm kind of neutral on. I kind of like him, but I don't really have any strong feelings for Kaya. He's okay. I don't have many tall boys when I think about it. Oh, Kaveh, I like. I don't love him. I don't like him too much, but I like him more than I dislike him. This is not a tall boy, but I don't know who this is, and I don't know how he got in here, but I apparently have this child.
Beluga whale.
The beluga.
An actual another
and also
child.
this child, and oh, this guy. I have strong feelings for this
Hunter?
character.
Because he's a farmer, was that right?
He's a farmer. I hate his design so much. When I tell you how much I despise this boy's design, it pisses me off to a level that I cannot explain. I don't know what it is about it. There's just too many things going on. It annoys me. The fact that he's a farmer and he's wearing skinny jeans that are also ripped, but not in a way where it shows that he's done work. It more just looks like it's done stylishly, but it's not stylish.
Yeah, it came pre-ripped.
Came pre-ripped. Anyway. However, I've heard that his character is quite good, so I'm not going to give him too much shit. I just don't like his design. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, you should dig into him anyways. Never back off the hate train.
We've got more children, and more children, and we're back to Navia!
Children. Why are we weaponizing so many children?
Genshin loves it.
Is this like
I haven't leveled up any of them.
babies? Actual babies, like unformed fetuses are in your party. Like, what is going on?
I don't know, man. They're just there. I don't know how they got there.
All right, I'm gonna make you expose yourself on stream. What's your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure?
Yeah, amongst the characters you've collected.
Oh, okay.
Which one is just like, all right, listen. I can't. This one's kind of doing it. I kind of love this one.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I have any. Let's see. Navia, I feel like everyone likes. Furina, everyone likes. Yang is like just a character that works well in every team, and she's a likable character. Charlotte is like people don't necessarily love Charlotte. I love Charlotte a lot, but she's not a dislike character. She's not like a, oh, you like Charlotte? What? Also, everyone likes. Child is either you love or hate him. Alti hates him. I love him. Baton also hates him.
Noticed.
He's a very like Hu Taos, love. Ito was my guilty pleasure before I finally accepted him, and now he's no longer a guilty pleasure because I hated the concept of Ito. He's this big buff guy who yells at everything, and he's so annoying, and he pisses me off. But the more the voice actor does such a good job with him. Makes him so likable and charismatic that I can't hate him. He's just he's just a guy. Like, I can't hate him. He's just a fun guy.
Just let guys be dudes. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. It's just like, normally he would piss me off, but he is my guilty pleasure in that. The thing is, though, he's not a character that people would be like, what, you like Ito? They're more like, what, you like Ito? It's more like that, where it's like, it's an unexpected thing for... I remember I actually actively disliked him at the beginning.
I see.
It was quite a big jump. Yeah, everything else I don't think is like a, oh, you like this character kind of thing. It's more just like Ito. Because I tend to dislike most characters.
Is there like a universally hated character?
Oh, yes. She's called
yes?
Aloy. You might recognize her.
Oh my god, there's no way.
I don't know anyone that's spelled Aloy, but she's there.
I can't believe it.
You kind of have to have her, regardless of whether you want her.
It's the protagonist of every young adult fiction novel that's in the post-apocalypse. Oh my god, there she is.
We love to hate Aloy. She's just kind of there. She's kind of universally disliked. See, I can see some people maybe finding Dory fun. I don't really like Dory. She's kind of annoying. She doesn't show up too much, thankfully. But I don't know anyone that is happy that Aloy is a Genshin. Such a weird
There has to be
crossover.
someone who's been muted on every social media platform that popped huge when they announced it.
Oh, they weren't kidding when they said it was a really shit set.
Huh? Lady Furina?
What's Lady Furina doing here?
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Furina will be supporting our production of the Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant.
You can just call her
These two
director.
over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Furina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So, you were saying the Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Wait,
The play is called The Little Oceanid.
There's no fucking way. That's awesome.
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about.
Okay.
Oh, please
The
do.
protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family.
Whoa.
She longed to live
Revolutionary.
just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect. But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script. We need a proper
They didn't want to
ending so we
commit.
can bring this musical to the stage.
They gave up. Well, they did
But
get killed.
People have different opinions on which
I guess that would get
direction
in the
to take
way.
it in.
We still
It's fine,
haven't
though, at least we
decided
found the
between
murderer.
A happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
All right, Coco.
By true to life,
Do you think
mean
it's going to be a
the director's
comedy
sudden
or a tragedy?
Yeah. Like they say, truth is stranger than fiction.
If Furina's a director, honestly, could go either way. She used to do lots of comedies, but given her, like, experience, she might just be like, yeah, let's make this a tragedy. That'll be great. Get them, like, all the Oscars or whatever the equivalent of that is in this world.
But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not
Okay,
just
maybe a
our own.
comedy.
And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him.
Oh, he's dead
The other
too.
is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since. He
In the
did write
city?
to us,
Oh.
promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since. So we're not really sure what to make of that.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Furina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone
You're
back
all
together.
dead.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly
Oh my.
singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop! You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect
That ego,
the reason
already
they're dragging
growing.
their feet is
Already
that they
back
have
to its
their
former
doubts
glory.
about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But
I don't know
one
when it
by
started.
one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home
Poisson.
might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
Oh, the
same
last thing his
bit.
friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago.
Poisson.
But I guess it's the opposite.
Poisson.
A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
And it literally just means fish. He's going back to fish.
Poisson.
Nothing.
Every time.
I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
Not the allons-y.
So Poisson was when we bullied her essentially almost to her death.
Oh, nice. Kind of based.
Or what she thought was going to be. That's when like everything kind of kicked off. So she's not got very good memories of Poisson.
Makes sense. There was some thought in my brain that was forming. Now I've lost it. Oh well.
It's fine. Thoughts often disappear while Genshin is on.
It's true. Welcome to the smoothest brain stream of all time.
I love French music.
I love Gravity Rush OST.
Maybe that's why I liked playing
If
this
I remember
expansion.
correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
He's
Oh, he's
alive!
alive.
It's me. Is the script ready?
It's me. I don't know who me is.
All right. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Maybe we shouldn't opened up with,
try.
is the script ready?
Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay
What?
then.
No?
Looking forward to
No!
your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even
Nah,
once
you're
he's
good.
done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
You should have the
So-
audience vote for what they want the ending to be. See how that goes.
I just realized,
Yes.
even though it feels like it's a take on The Little Mermaid, it kind of also is what Furina did to everyone. You know, pretending to be a god, and then she gets exposed, and then everyone, like, you know, goes against her, and so this could end in, like, a positive way. Like, if we go Little Mermaid Disney version, where then she's
Mm-hmm.
happy and that. Or it could go the negative way of, and then she turns into sea.
And then she turns into foam.
Or she just ends up, I don't know, living her life in a little hovel making macaroni and cheese, whichever one, like, less tragic.
Why the focus on mac and cheese? What's going on?
She just said that she was going out to get macaroni. It was like every day, and she was like, "Well, you can have it with bolognese, have it with like ketchup. So useful for everything."
It's true actually. I can't discount that. That is true. I would definitely have macaroni every day.
The main thing here is that she used to be so revered and beloved, and she lived in this like big grand mansion above the theater, and she would always go out to like fancy restaurants and have these really immaculate meals. And now she's having mac and cheese.
There's nothing wrong with mac and cheese. It's sold for $1 at store brand in the big store.
That's
You're
true. It
fine,
was
girl.
Sorry, it's not just you can have it with ketchup or bolognese. It's you can have it with ketchup for one entire week and bolognese for the other entire week. So she is having it.
Oh god. Well, I guess she's kind of meal planning, like the worst way possible, but
A form of meal prep.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed
there's
it was
no
a case
way.
of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Furina, too.
What's
I
with
was
that
wondering
reaction?
if we might run into her.
What's with this reaction?
So you're here for Palo?
the Italy-French
Looks like you
beef
could
is
be
real.
around, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Not my
They're
two
feuding
faves
crazy.
hating
We
each
just
other.
wait.
Thank you for being so considerate.
Not
Miss
everyone
Navia.
being scared of
That sounds
Navia.
wonderful. We'll take that stroll.
Yeah, she's so
Get
sweet and
over here,
lovely.
you.
She does own
How
a mafia,
oblivious
but that's
are
not
you?
important.
Is she like
How
Italian
are
mafia
things in
girl?
Poisson now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Any better?
It's more like she
Things
just
are on the
runs
mend,
it, but it's like
it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they
it's
experience.
like a business. It's not like,
I'm
intimidation.
It's like a
sorry to
family.
hear that.
Like a family. It is
I
actually.
wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done. Which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina.
Oh,
It's
that's
not
why
a
they're
perfect
upset.
solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect?
She's so
I am the
thoughtful.
courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me.
She's so
Anyway,
giving.
That was all. Look after her now.
I got it, Navia. Thank you.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with.
She has no
so
friends.
maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
I don't
No, that's
have
so
any friends.
sad. What the fuck?
She's eating her big bowl of macaroni and binge watching a show. Wrapped up in a Snuggie.
No, Furina.
She hasn't combed her hair.
No, at least wash it.
No,
I'm so
too lazy.
grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
Au
So that's
contraire,
why
mon
you were
frère.
nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
I'm sure some people didn't buy Navia's lie. Who wouldn't believe Navia?
Yeah.
Let me at this.
I can tell people are watching me.
Not the sailor outfit that guy's wearing. The most generic French thing he could find.
I'm
You're
sure
hard.
some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
No.
I'm not surprised
just-
you're making yourself go
We're just
through
here
all
real
this.
fast. We're just here real fast. You don't even, like, come on.
We're gonna leave.
Just grit your fucking teeth. We could make it. We're just going, man.
Well, so we brought this up at the start when we just met her, and she literally showed up. So we were making fun of her house, and she shows up behind us like, "Oh, are you two here just to beat me up even more?" And I was just like, "Whoa, why is she sounding so tired and miserable?" Because the last time we saw her in game was during one of the summer events where it was like Furina's directorial debut, and she was doing really great. She was super happy and energetic, and I was like, why is she so miserable? And I remembered the way that the Fontaine story ends is literally we take her to court and everyone bullies her until she gives up and confesses that she's not the Archon, and she just starts breaking down crying, and then the actual Archon finally kills herself and lets Furina stop acting and pretending. It's really sad. It's a really sad ending to the story. And then I realized we didn't really talk to her after that. That was kind of the first time we really spoke to her after all of that happened. Since this canonically takes place after, like, straight after the story, not really before the summer event. The summer event is supposed to be after that. Which I'm assuming, you know, she's had plenty of time to kind of, you know, come to terms with things, and it's after this story, and yeah, no mental health check. So, of course she's gonna be miserable and upset. And that's why she's still kind of raw from everything. She's still really, you know, she's not happy with us, and there's a lot of people she's probably also not happy with, but she also feels guilty because of the things that she was made to do. Which is mostly the actual Archon's fault, because she was the one that made this human being live forever, but also she's still a human being. She's not like a god or anything, so she still feels human. And she was just really sad. Oh, yeah. That will explain kind of why she's just, like, kind of depressed. But also, Furina, it's not even like you.
What do you mean by that? You expected me to just keep running and hiding from my responsibility forever?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
They're not staying quiet either.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
Genshin Impact? No, sorry, Genshin Impiss.
Got him.
Someone execute Furina. No!
Got him.
Leave her alone. She's done nothing wrong except for some of the things that she's done wrong.
She's only done so many things wrong, and now she's depressed and eating macaroni on the couch.
Eating macaroni on the couch. She's not showering anymore. Leave the house anymore.
Hold on, let's see if this gets picked up on the mic. Alright, we're gonna dab up. I don't think that got picked up.
Did not.
No. Dang it. It was a good one, too. I dabbed myself up.
Dabbed yourself up. Do you feel better after doing that?
I do.
Oh my god, I just saw Bokaj made a little drawing. That's so cute.
I did see that. I was
That's
like,
adorable. I love it. I love the depiction of your character.
I just get more. Just
you look
chins.
more squished every time.
Every time, this is what happens when you shrink me. Every time I come into the chat, you
And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
And the 1,000-yard stare on Lumine is also amazing.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great.
We like seeing you depressed and
I
sad.
appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You're only doing your duty.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately, We were able to avoid the worst case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
A reward?
Now you can speak your heart. You don't have to be anguished and alone anymore. Even though you are alone.
I guess so. And back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing a secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Not calling her a diva
Please get off
after
my
all that.
case. I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
Phoenix wrong. You got him, Cyber. Do you feel better getting that off your chest?
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands. All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
Imagine you're laying down at night, your head's on your pillow, and then you start hearing scratching in the wall, and you know deep down it's not a mouse, but it's me.
It's puppet poopers.
That's true.
Exogrumpers.
And he's there for specifically dried meat snacks. which is
Didn't
what
you
I'm
say you
snacking
needed
on.
to watch what you eat?
Not the dried meat.
You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods.
Don't have any.
Not wolfing down copious quantities
You have
of fish
spoiled
and
bacon,
chips,
I guess.
You know?
I have
come
salami
on.
minis.
It's not every day we get to
Ooh.
dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to
She's
pass
so
on free
generous.
food.
She's so giving.
Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good looking. That's your job.
Oh my.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the
Oh
time.
yeah, Delphi has like a
Oh,
chronic
no. Looks like they're arguing again.
terminal illness, I think. Is it terminal? It might not be terminal.
Yeah, it seems to be flaring up pretty frequently, so it might be a
Differences aside from
persistent health issue.
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at
Damn.
least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
He should play a pelican.
A pelican? Ah.
Yeah.
The boar's
Big
not a
bird.
bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the Little Oceanid, yes?
What?
That's right. He
I
has some pretty
guess.
memorable lines too. Like
Oh,
when he imparts some solemn
The
words of wisdom to the
Oceanids
little
or
Oceanid.
Oceanids, I guess. Oh,
If
I
you
thought-
become human,
They're basically
you
the
can
water
reveal
creatures
your secret
in
to
this
no
game.
one.
And they take
You
the
will
form
face
of different
suffering
animals.
and loneliness. Is this
I don't know what the
truly
little
what you want?
Oceanid is supposed to be, but
Wait, that sounds kind
they usually
of
are
familiar.
in the bodies of like
It's the
boars,
most
cranes.
important line in
that.
the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I was born with an incurable illness. And
No.
once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore.
What?
I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines.
That sounds crazy.
Whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days
What?
at a time. It was
What?
like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took
Yeah, I've heard
me under
you
her wing,
agonizing in an
taught me to
alleyway.
both sing and act,
You want to be on
helped
the
me find
stage?
more
You're
from my
hitting some
meds,
very high
took
notes
care of me
there.
when my condition decided to flare up.
Maybe
I
it's this
know it was
alleyway,
all
but
a
the
huge
acoustics are
burden on
great.
her.
You know what though? This isn't bizarre for one of these like theater troupe kind of plot lines. It's usually situations like this. Something about theater troupes, they always like take in the most bizarre characters.
They really do.
Just a theater kid thing.
I guess so, yeah. The misfits,
Sounds like a
the
really
rejects.
incredible person.
Every
She really
character in
was.
Glee.
She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it.
Glee.
All of us were so proud to call her
Oh,
our
it comes
director.
back to Glee.
No.
I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer.
What?
My parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me.
Not the child of a
They'd
murderer!
say things like,
Child
"Come
of
on,
a murderer?
you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer."
I
It
don't
was
think
just to
that's how
taunt
that
me,
works
though.
at all.
I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore. So I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. I thought the whole world was out to get me.
That's fair. It is a thing in Japan where if you're like related to a murderer or you're convicted for any kind of crime, you get like bullied out of existence, right? Like, you can't go anywhere. Maybe it's like a thing in China too.
I have no idea. This is just insanity.
Because
to me,
I've
just
heard
be like,
this. I've heard this pop up before. It pops up in K-dramas too. It's like if your dad or mom or any family member is like convicted of specifically murder, but like any kind of big crime, it's like you're related to that too. You've done it too, basically. That's kind of how it's
You might
presented.
as well have done it
Like,
yourself.
you might as well have done it yourself. Exactly.
Oh,
Sky High,
that's
son of
so
a villain
shitty.
guy. Wait, what? Not Sky High.
Damn, remember Sky High?
I remember. I always think the only thing I remember from Sky High is that Layla should have gotten with the fire guy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Damn, speaking your truth.
I'm
You're
speaking
so
the
brave.
truth that everyone also thought. Everyone thought it. She should have ended up with this fire guy. She had so much more chemistry with him than the loser main character guy. Just saying.
Nope.
Didn't treat her
Main
well.
character's gotta win.
He didn't treat her well enough.
Well, I
Let
guess
me
some other
guess.
people disagree.
Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah, for the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come.
Huh?
How times
Hello.
change.
Oh,
Who?
You're finally done?
The guy that
Get your
been
butt
spending
over here.
months
There's
writing
someone I
this.
need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Keep your voice down.
Please.
I kicked out.
The honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Oh, shucks.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry.
Okay, what's your
I'll try to
baggage?
calm down. Now, where was I?
I'm actually
yes,
perfectly
the
normal.
script, of course. Let me
He's
give
like
you
the
a
main
rundown of
character
how
in
the
those
story
movies
unfolds
that's
in my
like he's got a
version of the
perfect
script.
life and everything, but he's
I'm
like,
sure
but I'm
you're
just
already
so
familiar
sick
with
of
the
it all.
beginning of the story.
I'm so
Little
tired of
Oceanid
having a
decides she wants to
normal,
become a
well-off
human
life.
against the wishes of her family. She finds love
just
and
a bunch of
friendship
Red
in the
Bull
bustling
cats.
city. But then, disaster
Ooh.
strikes.
the people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing.
Oh.
The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic. The Little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the Little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis.
Oh
her
my
lover
God.
accepts her for who she is, and works with
Wow.
her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret.
No, not the evil
the
old guy.
Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
Death
In
or
the
be
end,
killed.
She makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover and the rest of humanity.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain?
So it is
Why
literally
did she
what
have
happened to
to
the
save them after
Hydro-Archon.
that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible.
That she gets murdered?
What about if the Little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
What the fuck?
That
Wasn't it
sounds
supposed to be
too cruel of an
a story
ending to
for
me.
light viewing?
And perhaps a
That's
little
insane.
irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror
I don't
to
think she
Director
should be allowed
O'Reilly's
to write.
death. Both arbitrary and meaningless.
This is why some people just
On
shouldn't
the
be
day
allowed
when
to
she
write.
went missing, Director O'Reilly had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue,
You
to
just have to
leave the
know.
court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world, yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like.
What?
Also,
What?
I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me. Because,
Oh, okay.
well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with O'Reilly.
What? You kept that one quiet.
Not the drama
It's
in
time
the
to be upfront
troop.
with you all. No
You
more
gotta be
keeping
kidding
secrets
me.
from each other.
Is
We'll
now
never be
really
able
the
to
time
agree
for
on
this?
endings. We can't be honest about how we feel.
This seems like a really bad time
I did
for this.
tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She
Well, then there
said
you
that we
go.
were all
That's
like
that.
brothers and sisters to her, and she
No,
never
you're
considered
done.
us as potential romantic partners.
Yeah, you're
Not
done,
that
buddy.
it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear.
Oh, are you
So
sure?
I told her I'd always be there for the troop, and I'd always be there for her.
See, this is fine and all. The only thing that bothers me is that he's like, no one took it harder than me. They all
That's
loved
crazy.
her. They all loved her. Maybe not in the way that you did, but they all loved
That's
her.
crazy.
It's like
That's
being
still
like,
crazy.
you know, their grief isn't as big as mine is like such a crazy thing to say, regardless of like what connection you feel you had to her. Especially since she literally said, "Oh yeah, we're all like brothers and sisters." That's wild. Oh my god, I want to feel bad, but also I'm just like, this guy. It's very real though, very real theater troupe drama.
I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life.
Sure, Paulo.
And now, that day will never come.
She...
Paulo. So if I'm the one writing
This guy
ending,
being like,
then
we
I'm
could
gonna
have
make
been
sure it
together.
does
She
right
never
by
saw you
O'Reilly.
as anything more than
I
like a
won't let
theater troupe
anyone
member.
get in the way of that.
That's insane
In
behavior.
that case, you have to straighten things out with Vilmont once and for all, face to face.
Straight theater man
We've
behavior.
all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
I think this guy should
Well,
compromise.
that's where we're at.
Mm.
Looks like it's time to go visit Vilmont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
I'm about to say he and director were secretly dating. That's what I'm kind of picturing. That's what I'm expecting. I don't know. I'm fully on Vielmont's side. I don't care what he says, but I'm already on his side.
He has to try really hard to be worse than this guy. It actually is like an effort.
It's gonna be a
He has to try.
conscious effort on his part to make me dislike him more.
He really has to step up his game.
He was working with the murderer.
This is tough.
Oh, there we go. He and the murderer were
Dolphin.
lovers.
Are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you
He
the
has
same
to take
question.
their identity to the
Try
grave.
to keep up.
Probably not, since the murderer was sacrificing a bunch of women to save his lover.
Oh.
I don't think
Well,
it
it was never
Vielmont.
meant to work out. Hi, can I help you? Hi, can I help you? There's a cat on me now.
This journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour.
Yeah, there's a cat. Yeah, there's a cat
Wait,
on me.
why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
Guys, she is a Hydro fighter. What is she gonna do against a bunch of Hydro enemies? She's gonna do no damage.
We're just curious, that's all.
Feed them till they pop, I guess. I don't know.
Anyone's ever seen Furina in a fight before.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium. Miss Furina said so herself.
Precisely. And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie indeed. Alas, I am forced to watch on helplessly as a more brave and seasoned adventurer than I swoops in to save the day.
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Furina.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
Don't say that. You're not the one fighting.
You're not fighting. Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, here's Furina fighting.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't actually fight. She just sends her little goonies.
The little goons.
Her little. She calls them like they've got their own little names. It's kind of cute. Wait, I should show you the trailer for Furina. It's actually really cute.
I think you already did.
Oh, I think I must have. That's when she like talks about her little guys.
Breaking news! Let my name echo in song! Strike a pop!
Strike a pop.
Strike a pop.
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Vilma, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys.
Huh?
Wait, what's Lady Furina doing
He's got
here?
a buzz cut?
Bro, Buzz?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help
what
you
is up
write
with
an
his
ending
mic?
to the script that pleases everyone?
He sounds so different. What is going on?
I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us.
They're already difficult,
We're
bud.
supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Viamont, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Viamont. I used to think
I
that
don't
my
wanna talk
love for
about it.
Aurelie was a point of shame.
It
I
should
never
still
brought
be.
it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is such a theater thing
This
to
is
do.
why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience.
Oh my.
Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director.
It was the pop that was poisoned.
It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
Fucked up. I remember it induces a state of euphoria that causes significant harm to the body. But it only affects people that are from Fontaine.
I
Because we drank it
freaked
and it
out
did
when
nothing
I saw
to
the
us.
boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
Sue for damages? Why?
Then I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe and it wasn't my fault. But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
You brought the director to the attention of the synth dealers. You made the mistake. Your mistake gave them a motive to kidnap and murder her. I guess we could just, come out with that.
Yeah, I got
You
Aurelie
could just
killed.
lay into him.
There, I said it. Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
Extremely. extremely
traitor!
happy. You have no idea.
You knew O'Reilly was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean, you were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her! How could you be so stupid?
Oh. I'd be here.
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him.
Black
You need to stay calm.
Stay calm?
This is really
How
going
can I
against
stay
the title
calm?
of my stream right now.
This guy got O'Reilly murdered. She was
Being
the
very
love
positive.
of my life. And he has
Guys,
the gall
fun
to try
only
and
allowed
high-road
right
us,
now.
claiming that
Guys,
he kept his
aren't you
mouth
having
shut for
fun?
the sake of the show.
I don't think they read the
How
title.
about taking some
They didn't read the title.
responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve. End my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight. Go, get
He's
lost.
just feeling a lot of guilt.
I don't ever want to see your face again.
That's enough!
Why? Shut
You've
up.
screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now
Spencer
pipe
say, shut
down,
the
both
fuck
of you.
up.
Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
Get his ass!
You're right.
I'm sorry.
Better be.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe.
Equally.
What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director O'Reilly and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was.
No, she's just
Even
like
her
Furina.
harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The
I think
end
that's
of
a
the
very good
story
idea,
needs to
actually.
focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
Might be possible to find out more about her fate. Ooh, do we want to do that?
What do you mean?
Seems dangerous.
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, Perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on Aurelie's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now, and wait for our good news.
Potential good news. Imagine her last thoughts are, and I hate that theater troupe so much. Oh my god. So glad to be done with them forever. Or her final thought is, oh, and that one guy, I will never, ever, ever reciprocate his feelings. So annoying. That's like her final thought. So annoying.
This loser thought I would go out with him? Please. I was only using him for the free macaroni.
What the free macaroni? Fontaine proving once again how it's the best storytelling of any nation. It's like so jarring how much more invested I am compared to like the recent stuff that I've been doing. But also like the recent like event, the Lantern Rite and everything. Like how much more I got into that, which makes me quite positive that the recent story and everything is going to actually be interesting and fun. I don't know what's happened in Natlan, but maybe some parts of Natlan will be interesting too. Who knows? Might just be in a stilted place.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now. Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
Personally, I liked it. I liked one part of it with the water
This is
girl.
all Aurelie left behind. Just
Who's
whatever
Naomi?
she was
But
carrying
you know
on her
who I mean.
person and this tattered old notebook.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary. Let's see. Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vachey's guilt.
Vachey took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess Aurelie must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off.
The Vachey, his end was really interesting. It was funny to see him finally end up at the place with his beloved and her and all the victims. Well, it wasn't even her, it was all the victims surround him. And you can just imagine like what they probably ended up. But I just feel like his end was quite like severe. But oh my god, he was annoying. He was very incel vibes. But by comparison,
Joy.
the other guys here are like, they're annoying, but they're not like, you know, will kill a bunch of women kind of annoying. Because Vachey, he
boy.
was like evil man. Evil man.
Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left.
Yeah, his
Her
lover
final
chose
words
not to
are-
see him, which is just like icing on the cake.
I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Someone else was taken. That makes 6, or perhaps 7th. Someone tried to escape yesterday, but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. That yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. Sorry. I don't know if writing this is of any use or how much longer I could do it for. I can already see my fate approaching. What terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troupe here. Have I truly protected them? Sorry. I'm so sorry. I can write no more. Well, it's not like the guys are gonna get trapped. I think I have a fever and my old stomach troubles have returned, but nobody has given me any medicine. I suppose I am more fortunate than Cressy. Pain keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that anything goes so long as the experimental subjects can be used up before they die. It's so damp here. I have given her my blanket. So cold, so cold, so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is I who am losing my grip. Didn't Genshin make a 6-7 joke before it was a thing? Don't even say that! What? Black Blue, I'm actually disappointed. I can't believe you even mentioned it. If anyone sees this, group safe, I, them, important. Please, farewell, apologize. Life, perform, future, regret, Cleo. This space is an absolute mess. The writer's pen seems to have wandered its surface at random. Only some words can be made out, and barely at that. Genshin did not! From this page onward, the diary stops, to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings, and others are handwritten with many crossing outs and changes. It's apparent that the pages have been referenced often, and that this was a personal notebook of artistic director Orelli. Black Blue, can you confirm something for me? Because I've forgotten exactly how it worked. But when they take the primordial soup, do they, like, disappear, or does that just teleport them somewhere where they're used up for the experiment? Because is that what happened to her? Because I remember when we were doing the Phoenix Wright moment, we found out that there was, like, a form of teleportation involved that we thought it was. They turned into Oceanids. Oh, okay. And then they lose her sense of self.
She was so terrified.
He watched the girl get dissolved right in front of her and then had to wait for her own death in silence. They dissolve their consciousness into the sea, and they lose their sense of self.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Flipping through the notebook, the lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folded up, and placed next to the last blank page. At the bottom of the folded note are 2 new lines Aurelia has written, in handwriting much more legible than before, but it seems that they took her both great effort and great deal of time to write. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is that truly what you want? Because I am an older sister to them. I left them. Ooh, was that something that the Archon said?
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and
literally what the
loneliness.
Archon said.
Is this truly what you want?
How did she know?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troop would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love, and she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
That's not morbid. Let's go.
Could you imagine if it was just something really lighthearted and it was like a grocery list she left?
Like, next up, let's order some more macaroni. You know what? I think this week I'll try some bolognese with it.
It circles like milk multiple times to make sure she doesn't forget it.
This time for sure.
Oh.
I will make pancakes today.
Oh, jeez.
I forgot about the fall damage in this game after playing Nikki for so long that I've killed Jinkyu bad.
Very good.
And that was in front of Alti, and that is Alti's favorite character.
real fast, editor Coco, in the future, can you make like a supercut real fast of all the time she made impact and died? Right now, here we go.
Absolutely not.
She deserves a hero's farewell.
Varka? Who's Varka?
If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she
I don't know
showed
who
in the
that is, so
face
I
of
probably
death,
won't.
then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our Little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont?
A shame.
If we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I also don't have any primos left. I used them all trying to pull for Chibai, who I do really want. But I'm gonna wait until she comes around again. And then I also want Columbina. I want to have a team of Columbina and Chibai. And I think I'll like Columbina. Her
I will
design is very
channel
cool.
all my regret and put it into my performance to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director Aurelie and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really?
And your
So
last.
you've never even seen them perform before.
It technically is their loss. They're breaking up after this.
Oh,
Don't underestimate my experience.
kind of forgot about that.
After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to
Music.
move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role.
None of them can sing.
Pouring all your emotion into your performance.
They're all tone deaf.
And aren't human emotions love, hate, regret, and hope just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
If they just bomb it.
Then,
They just-
let's not delay things
they
any
just
longer.
bomb the whole
We need to
thing.
discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually,
All right.
before that,
Decision time.
I'd like to make a proposal.
Never
During
mind.
the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Oh.
But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Sad doesn't turn into Buffy Once More with Feeling style quest. I think they would have been fun. I don't think it would have fit Furina's questline though, unfortunately, even though I do think she has the energy to have done something like that. But at the stage she is in the story, it does make more sense for them to go in a more somber direction. Even though I thought that they were going to go with a more upbeat, fun Furina episode, I did forget that, oh, this does take place at a point where she isn't upbeat and happy. But
She has
that's
to
when we
find
get
her funk again.
she's got to find her funk again, which she does in the summer event that takes place after this, which is what I was used to seeing. So she does find her funk eventually, her groove, if you will.
Exactly.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
Back
that
alley.
place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an
That place.
extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
That's.
No, though that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Yeah, go big or go home. Do not make us go through
I
all
have
this.
no problem with it then.
For some shitty
How about the
performance.
rest of you?
Blackmail a dragon? He's gonna give in no matter what. Like, he's gonna feel bad just from moment one.
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too.
Yeah, no pressure.
Come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette. I know just where to find him.
Speaking of the dragon, so Nervile was the one that she gave all her powers to, because he is the Hydro Dragon and protector of the place or whatever. But he's already sad, so he's probably gonna just give in.
It's really funny seeing you try to like dash and run in like this really small room. And
Me with the zoomies, but being restricted so much.
I
was trying to find my way out, and then the door didn't register as being a door. And I thought, the window? How do I get out of here?
You just give this big emotional speech, and then you immediately run your face into the corner of the room multiple times.
Hey,
Speaking
look
of-
at that. Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
Shut up.
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, Traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I miss
I would
his
like
other
to
outfit.
book the Opera Epiclese for an event.
I know it came out
You
after this,
see-
but I feel like he should dress like that all the time.
You share the
I
story.
understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult.
I just realized, why did he get an outfit in the last event? He wasn't even in the event. He wasn't in Lantern Rite. It wasn't about him. It was about Jabai. She should have gotten I know she's a new character. She should have gotten the outfit. Why did they give him the outfit? He wasn't there.
You know, I also just realized something. I thought it was going crazy. I thought it was like hearing something or it was something to do with the headset. No. This game has a button press sound effect when you hit on and off auto.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that, so I kept hearing that, and I was like, what is going on? I was like, is that someone on my end? Is that someone... What's going on? Ah, God. No one's responding to it, so I guess it's just on me thing? No, it's just the sound.
It's just the sound. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm like speeding through a dialogue thing, I'll hit the next button, even while it's an auto, and it'll make that sound too. So if you hear that, he's spinning things up. He had a quest that told you why he got the outfit, but I didn't do it. So it wasn't part of the Lantern Rite quest, but the Lantern Rite quest is usually, but he's a 5-star character. That's usually, and he got a new outfit, and that's usually when they relevant in the quest, and you show them put it on, and it's like a whole scene. Cool, but he didn't even get that. Why did he get the outfit?
You said it, girl.
Dan, there's so many 5-star characters there that could have gotten the outfit. Not that I'm complaining because it's a better look for him, but I just feel like he should have actually had a chance to show it off. I missed him saying the oratory's mechanic Denali's card. So every single time we talked to him, he'd talk about the big judgment thing, and he'd say the full name every time, and I don't remember what the name was.
The story of the Little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage.
Oh, it's a permanent quest.
Will say,
Okay.
however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes, and this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them, so I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and, well, here we are.
Nuvile is also kind of like her butler, kind of. I mean, he's not, but he kind of used to, like, he's kind of like her uncle in a way.
Okay.
Like, he would take care of her pretty much, and like, you know, listen to her yap and do all of that stuff. So they're very close.
In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases. all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom.
Yeah,
Maybe
like a
I've
benefactor.
developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly
Who
delighted to see
like
you find a
cares
new
for,
lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence,
their
do you have any
benefactor.
thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Now, hear me out, Nuvile. She's drawn her... So she had a whole speech at the beginning where she was like, I've drawn my line in the sand. Doesn't matter if I didn't take into account every grain on the other side. Basically, I'm setting a boundary, and we're not crossing that boundary no matter what I decide to do. And even though I'm helping you out, the boundary's still there, and I'm still not crossing it. I'm not going to act. And Nuvile, she's put a boundary down. We can't convince her to act. It brings up too many bad memories. Let her
Unless.
do her own thing. Unless, also, don't they already have a main actress? Isn't she?
She's sick. I guess she's gonna have to have a sick
already
day at
made
the bottom of
myself
the
clear?
ocean.
I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission.
Then why are you
Must
crying?
admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not.
He's just so proud that she's not sat at home eating macaroni all day anymore. Like, she's left the house. He's just like, yes.
I sincerely hope the
So
show
proud,
will serve as
so
the
excited.
grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalette.
You are very welcome.
Yeah, the reason I don't like his outfit currently, it just makes his head look too big and look unnatural for the size of his body. I feel like his body should be bigger. It just like, it looks like a child wearing their dad's clothes. That's what he looks like now. That's my main beef with him at the moment. I don't even hate his character. I don't like find him annoying like Zhongli, his rat tail. Iverlay's okay. It's just like his outfit needs a change. And his new outfit is that change. I think there should be an option in game where we can turn on and off alternate outfits for the characters when they have one. That's all I have to say on that.
Wow. And now we have moody horns.
Moody French. Nivile has way too much time for someone who's the only leader.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The opera Epiclese is booked.
We did catch him on his
Thanks
break,
to
though.
my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiamma and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing! Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
Kinda has to be a drama queen. She's the director.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
They're just like, where did this grumpy guy come from? Why does he keep telling everyone to shut up?
It's just me in a director's hat with like a little megaphone just screaming, die, shut up. Is this a rehearsal montage?
Rehearsal montage? That's Wolfie?
Cursed Cleo.
Wolfie?
She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
No.
Not the evil
This
moustache.
has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back,
Wolf
she'll have
Butler.
to show
Oh, I
herself.
don't know. I haven't done that.
Leave this place, oh Little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Oh, okay.
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only.
If only what?
It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Why? Why does it have to be now?
Oh.
Her chronic,
What's going
her
on?
chronic tummy
You're
aches.
due on stage any second now.
It must be from all the macaroni
no,
you're eating.
Not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What?
Oh my.
I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could
So
you
I
do
took
this
the
to
whole
yourself?
bottle.
And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss Furina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all
Are they gonna
done.
make him dress up?
Although, I do have one more line, but I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest.
Oh.
I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Furina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
Oh,
I
just
do not doubt
so
your
happened,
acting
huh?
skills, but
It's like,
please
I've been
allow
waiting
me to
for
ask
this.
just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Where is the music in this musical?
They're like
Also, why is
singing
her-
it, we just can't hear
I
it.
leave director O'Reilly in your hands.
Why is she... Why did she dye her eyebrows?
Match
Was that needed? Match what?
her hair.
Okay. Oh my. Imagine you watched a play and it was one person and they got a celebrity to play in the last act.
Gonna be like a cinematic? Oh, it is.
My.
Must it get here?
She's
my.
not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Wait, when did he get that hairstyle?
What?
They are singing!
Musical? A music in my musical? Singing in French?
In French? You only put one person.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
Now where'd all the effects come from?
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Damn, they went all out with this one. It's the imagination.
Yeah, how does this play out on stage?
Imagination.
They wheel out like a screen and a projector to show off this.
Wait, did she get a vision? What was that? Was that the same voice as the other moments that Furina sings in the trailers? Because that sounded similar.
Who are these randos?
Citizens of Fontaine.
Whoever is left.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now?
How did you not know that was Furina on
She
stage?
hasn't been seen for a while now. And she just appears out of nowhere.
Is that just...
Gotta say, though, her acting
that's
skills are
right.
as superb as ever.
The Little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Everyone's just like, wait, what?
That's not her name.
That's not...
What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on!
Haha, we doxed you.
Oh, so it was Furina after all.
She's back!
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
Who's that person? I don't remember her
don't
popping up
know.
in production.
All right, calm down, don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged.
Group decision
After all, it's
implies
been the,
the entire group knows and decided on it?
Everyone's work, visible
It's a
or
group chat,
invisible,
just
is
without
equally
you.
deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis.
She should have gone with a stage name. Give her a stage name.
Deal? What's the worst that could happen?
You might be able to sign a few
Yeah.
autographs later. Someone should give her, like, food as a gift.
Oh, yeah? Well, since
Recipe
you
book.
think it's so easy, you can sign them for
101
me.
macaroni dishes. Who gave me this?
Talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show. It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly a real one popped out of thin air.
So she did get a real vision. I was like, wait, what was that all about? So that explains why she's able to fight afterwards and use water magic, because they end up giving her a real vision.
Oh, that.
Did she have a real one?
I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the
Aw.
audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Dead.
She's dead.
Let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
I know. I'm
Yes.
kind of upset.
Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went.
This is insane.
I'm a little upset for Furina that she made such a big move to quit acting completely after everything she's been through. And they completely ignored that. They completely ignored her decision. Once again,
Like,
Furina making
okay.
choices and no one listening to her choices.
All they really had to do to make this more interesting would have been the actress who was playing the lead could go on stage, but because of her illness, it took away her voice and she couldn't sing. So they had to find someone who could sing for her.
Well, that can work.
If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Back on stage. Whee! Hi everyone! It's just me, Furina, with my new vision, and now I can fight!
Ah,
So charismatic. So amazing.
There she goes.
There she goes. But wait. We're gonna have to BRB. Because we're hitting another break.
Okay, this is a good chance to use the restroom.
This is your intermission. Use the restroom, take your
Yes.
meds, get some water,
Yes.
or whatever it needs to be. And I cannot take another painkiller because I already did, so I'm gonna
You should take a second one.
nope. So I'm gonna take some numbing gel instead and put that on my
Oh?
wisdom tooth that's killing me right now. And I'll be back in a bit because I'm kind of going a little bit insane from all the pain.
That
but
sounds
I'll
about right.
see y'all in a little bit. Good
Mhm.
night, farewell, except not really because we're still going.
Oh.
But
Well, now
I
I'm just confused.
I don't know.
being too popular can be such a hassle.
Go, 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 go. I can't tell what's worse. Being a character that's hated or being a character that everyone, like, is mad thirsty over.
I'm mad thirsty.
You know what I mean?
Well,
It's
then you
like
can get
all
a bit
people
silly
do
with
something.
it, like the voice actor for Child. Get him out.
Didn't you get a cameo from him?
I did. I didn't pay for it. It was a birthday gift.
Yeah, they usually are. So-
Yay. Of him saying happy birthday, which I think was the request of him just saying happy birthday as Child Genshin Impact, which was already a huge thing. But he decided to also sing happy birthday. Take the extra step, which was very funny. And I loved it a lot. But the other funny thing is the VA for Child has decided to get very silly with the character. Not while he voices him, but just like in his social media thing. He's decided to
Right.
go very much like, because Child as a character is definitely thirsted over. He's like a fan favorite in a lot of ways. To some extent, he used to be a game favorite in terms of like one of the developers who loves him so much because they always put him places that he definitely should not be in. Like Child has been known as Mr. Worldwide because he is everywhere. He showed up in Fontaine just for him to get arrested and for us to defend him in court. And then he disappears
pretty
into the
funny.
whale. And now he's somewhere else. And he just shows up in different places for no reason.
This is just what you do sometimes, you know? Like, if you're a favorite, you're kind of untouchable, but everyone kind of just can't wait to hear It's it's Stone Cold Steve Austin all over again. It's just people hear the glass shatter and they just go crazy.
Mm-hmm. Does he wear a bowl cap? He does wear a bowl cap, yeah.
Outstanding.
He brings around his child. What do they call it? Those things that are in car wash places that like float around in the air. The big balloon bowl. He brings on like a big balloon version of child that like floats around in the air, and like will dance around with him. He very often like puts on the child wig, but it's like really scruffy and looks terrible, and makes himself look ridiculous. Like he's fully like made child as a character absolutely ridiculous in real life. And he also does these like, he's in a band. I forgot the name of it. It's a really dumb name for his band. Someone else might remember it, but where he will sing really cringy songs.
No.
Yeah, with the Scara guy, with the guy that voices Scaramouche, who's also in the same.
What
The other thing is, Child as a character is like, he was a huge villain in the game. Which I just thought was amazing because like we're introduced to him as like he saves us, and he's like his first words to us are literally, "Hey girly, hold still." And that was the moment I was already gone. I was already in love. I was just like, this guy after my soul. Anyway, then it turns out that he was lying to us the whole time, and he was pretending to be our friend, and he just wanted to like, he was just like, I'm sick of you. I actually want to kill you. Like, I've been wanting to kill you the whole time. And then he tries to flood the entire city of Leeway, and we stop him, and then he's like, whoopsies, I actually didn't mean to do all of that. Like, that was, you know, let's not blame you for the decisions of past Child, okay? And then he like disappears. And then later on we see him again, and we're like, hey Child, and he's like, hey, my little brother's here, so like let's just pretend that we're best friends. And like let's not talk about anything. Like he's pretending to be a toy maker in front of his brother because he doesn't want him to know that he's like part of this big Harbinger murder gang and all of that. So we go along with it because we're like, you know what, this kid doesn't deserve to have his day ruined. And during that we find out that we're kind of similar to him because he really cares about his sibling. We really care about our siblings. We kind of get along. And then from that point on, we become best friends. And the next time we meet him in Fontaine, he's just like, yo, bestie. And we're like, yo, bestie. And yeah, from that moment on, we're just best friends with Child. He just neglected to tell you the entire... Okay, that's fair. He didn't lie to us.
He
never told us anything.
He just withheld the truth. That's not the same thing as lying, but it's very close.
It's very close. It's enough for him to be like, well, I didn't do anything wrong, so... Anyway. I do love
Should
him.
I get more...
We'd freeze to death. Literally.
Oh? Oh. Okay.
Don't worry, that's him yapping.
Should I get more salami sticks?
Ooh. To be fair, no one ever asked him anything. That's true. But you know what's funny is Child did that to us, and I will never stop bringing this up. But we forgave him quite soon after. And then Lenny did the same thing. He didn't lie to us, he just didn't tell us that he was part of the Fatui. Then we found out, and then we got so upset with him. Meanwhile, at the same moment, we were like, hey Child, best friend. Oh my god, I'm so excited to see you
Fist
again.
tap.
And it's like, the same moment. Anyway, I'm only bringing that up because we're in Fontaine, and that was a huge part of the story.
No time to lose.
I'm just saying, you know, when he looks like that and he's just a funny guy, like, you know, it kind of makes sense that you get over a couple of murders. You did go on to hate Child for his entire story quest until the very end.
Damn.
Yeah, but he also immediately opened up with lying about everything and being like, okay, you're now part of this lie and you have to lie to my brother. And we're like, we have to babysit your brother and lie to him the whole time? What the fuck?
Slides into DMs. Listen, I know we haven't had the best history, but
but I need you to take care of my little brother.
I lie.
You don't hate children, do you?
I'm going to a wedding, and I said that you're my +1.
Oh my god, every fanfic with Child.
That's true. God, not the fanfic tropes.
You're back.
Me when I
She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
That's true. Lumine
How
did do
the
it
performance go?
mostly for
Was it a
Tusser.
success? Did the audience like it?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Furina was on the stage! You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning!
That's wonderful.
Speaking of, where's Charlotte?
I'm so
Where's our
sorry
favorite
I failed
reporter?
to see it through to the end. I
Dead.
guess I was wrong to try and tough it
She
out
got
to
too
begin
close to
with.
the truth.
No, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even
Of
though
course,
you
Dora, they
couldn't
don't
see it
care.
through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Well, one way or another, we did it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
That's true. Because Charlotte is a reporter, she does get to jump around random places. Like, apparently she'd shown up way earlier than I thought she did, since I'd first seen her in Fontaine. Not seeing that, I'm gonna pretend I'm right.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You
Right,
mean
but she
we never
died.
stop arguing with each other?
And then they get married. And then they have a messy divorce.
So, any plans for the next
They also
step?
have 3 kids.
After the brilliant performance you put on,
And they have to split the third
reputation
one
of
in
your
half.
troupe is sure to spread through
Yeah,
Fontaine
that's how it
like
works, I'm
wildfire.
sorry. That's what happens when
You
you're the
don't
middle
have to
child.
disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the Little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
I still hate these guys.
It's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
In hell.
Hey, don't just walk off!
See, we just finished Hu Tao's quest, and she did end it saying, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, you're gonna see all your loved ones in hell eventually, so. She's a funeral director of Leeway.
True, I guess. I think it's kind of fucked up.
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe.
She doesn't say in hell, but.
After watching Miss
That'd be
Furina's
so
performance,
funny.
I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing
follow
too,
your own
but
determination, but not for
I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Furina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
Yep, fuck you.
He will be found
It's
dead
quite
in a
all right.
puddle.
No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I previously imagined. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish
It's
to
been quite
pretend to be
alright
someone
through
else,
gritted teeth.
but I do have a desire to express myself.
No, it's fine.
So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
There's no need to draw lines in the sand. Do whatever feels right. Exactly. If you you know what? That's the thing about boundaries, though. You lay them out yourself. If you decide to move them forward or back, that's your choice. Do whatever you want. Fuck these guys, though, for trying to make you do what they want.
Yeah.
I was about to say, but I don't
There
think she had
was
too much of a
once
choice.
time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm
Is there
sure
an echo
this
in this
is what
room, or am I going
captivated
crazy?
Director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running
A
from
little
your
bit,
true
yeah.
calling.
There's a little bit of an echo.
The more you get out into
Like,
the
it's
world,
been
the more you'll
consistent every
discover
time
what
they
a
change
fascinating place it
rooms
is.
to talk in.
Next time, I'll invite you to join me. Yeah, the theater
Then
acoustics.
it's a deal. If a
This was the
vision
initial
is a gift
stage.
from the gods,
Which is
then I
crazy.
should do my best to honor it.
Because, like, how are you fitting anyone in here?
They have like 12 people, hoping one of them is like a rich person that's just like, oh joy, I'll throw $1 billion at you.
You need that sound foam on the walls? Exactly.
Ugh, gosh.
And there we
And there you
go.
go.
Act 1,
Yahoo!
Little Oceanid. Act 1?
Act 1?
Hold the phone.
Oh no.
How many did she have?
Uh-oh.
This guy.
Another grave miscalculation?
We can do the chlorined one, which we're not going to do today because we've already gone over like up to 4 hours. But that means next time. Well, okay. Sorry to burst everyone's bubbles. Next time we're not doing the chlorined one because we're going to do Natlin. And then we're going to treat ourselves to after we do the Natlin, whatever pot it is, whatever act it is.
Oh.
Then we can treat ourselves to chlorined. Chlorined,
Okay.
I do need to mention, I don't care about chlorined
Mhm.
character. She's a neutral
Oh.
one for me. I don't like her design too much. I think it's kind of lame.
Mhm.
However, anywhere chlorined is, Navia is. Because they have a lot of history. There's a little bit of like a toxic Yuri thing going on there.
Oh.
Because chlorine
okay.
kind of
And
killed
I was gonna
Navia's
make a
dad.
joke.
So
Oh. Hmm.
it's like a whole thing.
That must make some parts of that relationship awkward.
A little bit, yeah. Which annoys me. That's the only thing that annoys me about her character, is that she's kind of boring. But they always do this. They always pair my favorite characters with like someone that's really boring. Kyle gets paired with Zhongli, don't like Zhongli. Chlorine gets paired with Navia, don't like Chlorine. I don't know. Other people get paired. I can't think of anyone else.
Third.
But it's always my favorite. I'm just saying.
Every single time.
Every single time. But it wasn't by choice. I know. But it's still like, whether someone was forced to do it or whatever, it's still gonna have like an impact, a Genshin impact, if you will, on your relationship. Because they used to be like childhood friends.
Boo.
But anyway, Chlorine, I think her story quest includes Furina, which is fun, exciting. And now I understand why we had to do Furina's first, because we had to get through her moody arc.
Back.
We had
She had to find the funk.
She had to find her funk. She had to find her groove.
Mhm.
I also want to do Arlecchino's, because Child is going to be in that, because they're both the harbingers, so he's going to show up.
Of course.
Arlecchino runs the orphanage in Fontaine, where she recruits a bunch of like kids to do spy stuff for her, which is a whole thing in and of itself. But Child shows up because I don't know. He really cares about kids. That's his thing, because he's got lots of siblings.
Whoa.
So
Child cares about child.
Child cares about Child. This is a rule. I like how you call her Cappuccino. Listen, we love Cappuccino. I really wanted to pull for her. However, I did try and I failed like dramatically, which made me kind of sad. But then I found out that she has a rat tail, and oh, her design was so cool. And then I turned her model around. Rat tail.
The slow realization. No, don't tell me.
No, please no. No. I'm gonna give you a rat tail. I have actually been thinking about growing out my hair. It's getting close to my shoulders.
Oh, sweet. So's mine.
It's Is that because do you want your hair to grow longer, or are you just like not bothered?
No, I'm just. Ugh. I
I
have
think
money
your
now,
hair
but
might be
like,
longer than mine at the moment.
that's probably not far from the truth. It's a
Not
thing
a
of just like.
Padawan ponytail. No.
The little one. Just the little one. It's okay, Coco. We cut it whenever you become a full-fledged Jedi.
No, it's so lame. I hated their stupid ponytails.
It's okay. Think of how fucked up your ends will be now that you just cut a part of it off.
No.
God, look how many fucking stories there are. Oh, God.
Yeah, I haven't done any of that. So the ones that I've done are... Okay, so we did... Some of these I don't remember doing. Guys, some of these I do not remember doing. And I just kind of got through them quickly. Okay, Furina we just did. Kazuha I remember.
Whoa.
Ito I remember. Because it was all about bugs and shit. And I remember being like, oh, I don't hate Ito. Kokomi I don't remember. Shogun I don't remember either of the ones I did. I think I had to get them done. I did double Shogun. I don't remember what happened in them. I just remember we had to like whiz through it to do like a main story mission, and they wouldn't let me do the main story.
You had to pee through it, yeah.
Exactly. Eula, I think I remember Eula's one, and I think I actually enjoyed it because it was literally just her doing like etiquette lessons, and I just thought, huh, I didn't know that was her character because she doesn't really pop up in the story, but I ended up liking the Eula one a lot. Hu Tao, I love Hu Tao. Y'all know that. I enjoyed her. Xiao, also enjoyed that one surprisingly. Because he was quite a neutral character for me, but the more I see him, the more I start to actually appreciate him. Albedo, I don't remember. So Albedo has a lot of really random stories and events that pop up here and there. And I don't remember what was his story quest and what was like an event quest. But everything that I remember of Albedo has been very bizarre. Because he's like a weird shadow puppet thingy. Like a homunculi.
Huh?
He's a very strange character, Boop.
No, I don't understand.
He's like he does a bunch of experiments on a mountain, and he's like, yeah, he's a homunculus. He's a very strange. Yeah. His like, very important events are also like time limited, and I happened to catch the first big one, luckily. But that was ages ago. He looks like, lol, yeah, I have a doppelganger, and then just lets it live. That's true. His doppelganger shows up, tries to kill everyone, and then he's like, whoopsie doopsies. Anyway, we'll just let him do his thing. He's still out there somewhere.
He's still out there plotting, scheming,
plotting and scheming. He's also a plant. I don't remember that.
Huh?
Just like in Atelier, he's got like a bunch of linkas and blinkas.
No.
There's Albedo and Balbedo.
And then there's Alfredo.
Alfredo. Have I seen anything of Durin? I don't know anything about Durin except for what Venti has told us about and seeing his big dragon. I've not done the Durin quest. I haven't even seen him in the game yet. Then Ganyu's, I accidentally clicked on her one, so I did have to like race through it and get it out of the way. So I don't remember her.
Damn.
So back in the day, I didn't realize that you could just like unlock the quest and keep it here instead of having it pop up on your quest list. And because it popped up on my quest list, I was like, well, now I have to do it. So that's
hilarious,
why I did
really.
And then I did Child's one. His was my favorite. Y'all already know. I love that one. That's one where Child's brother shows up and he doesn't know what to do because he's like, fuck, man, he's gonna find out that I'm not a toy maker, and he's gonna find out that I'm an evil Fatui Harbinger.
Damn,
so he's like, can you babysit my brother? And then he just like shows up in front of a bunch of enemies, and he's like, oh no, wait, Traveler, you have to help us and save us because I can't do anything. That was like 5 years ago, right? That's wild. That was
5 years ago. This game's been around forever, dude.
It's kind of bizarre, though, doing Furina's one, which is a lot more modern, and comparing that to Child's Quest. And Child's Quest line was a lot more simpler. It was like, we didn't have a dramatic, big, like, montage and, like, a, you know, drawn-out, like, sequence and, like, a whole music number. We just have him, like, turn into the Harbinger, beat up a guy, and then, like, disappear. Then he gets beat up.
Okay.
That's it. That's what happens.
I'm just imagining it's like the difference between like a filler episode and then like an OVA.
Yeah, pretty much. Wait, Genshin is ending soon, but then we can have Genshin 2? What? What do you mean Genshin is ending soon?
Finally.
What are you talking about?
Finally. The servers will shut down before we get to play again. All that money you spent is now theirs.
Wait, but what about all the characters that we have? What happens to
They
them?
will die. You have wasted your time and money and effort.
We only have 7 nations, and Atlan was number 6, and then we have Snezhnaya. That's Child's one, it's Russia. A few years later, Genshin what again?
They'll come back and they'll say, "Don't worry, guys. This time it's Genshin 1999," and then everyone will pop huge and flock to the game again.
Well, they could just like add more stuff.
That's usually the plan, yes.
Cause like Earth exists in Genshin.
Huh.
As like an alternate dimension kind of place. That's where Klee's mom
okay.
Alice lives, right? They pretty much confirmed that Genshin 2 is just a second season of Genshin. It's not a okay. Pfft, that's fine then. I was like, well, what about all my stuff?
The traveler is dead, and now a new traveler takes the stead.
Traveler 2. I don't remember Zhongli's, but I remember I had to do it to do Child's one.
You have to grit your teeth.
If I had to download another 100 gigabytes, I would just quit.
Yes.
I don't think I have enough space to do that.
Dude, I think like some of these games take up entire consoles like worth of memory
They
at this
do.
point now.
They do, yeah.
It's insane.
I have it on my
These games are
I have
so
Genshin on my
huge.
Steam Deck, and it has taken up most of the space in my Steam Deck. And I have the highest gigabyte version that I could get. And it's taking up most of it. But so does Nikki.
So-
Infinity Nikki is also both of those games are taking up
They're
the most
huge.
amount of space. They're so big. They're huge.
Oh,
I can no longer play Love and Deep Space on my iPad anymore because I literally cannot download anything more on it. It's taken up too much space.
oh my god.
And I'm like, do I want to delete a bunch of my art from Procreate? I don't really want it. So
Damn.
I'm at a stalemate where I'm like, I want to play. I want to like open it up and see Caleb again, but I can't because I can't
Can't you just,
download
like,
the new
down-
update.
Can't you just download your art or like email it to yourself or save it on a cloud and then delete it?
No, because I don't have much space on my cloud anymore.
Damn.
Hard.
Damn. It sounds like you need to print them out and then put them in a book.
Do I have to play all of Genshin 1 to pick up Genshin 2 before I put it down? I'm sure they'll have a way. You can technically skip entire story arcs nowadays. If I want to play Not Cry, we could technically skip Natlan. However, I do want to see because there has been at least one moment that I enjoyed in Natlan. And I want to see if it's our interest.
I may have suffered for 100 hours, but I enjoyed at least 1 hour. So
Well, I enjoyed at least
there could
one
be
bit,
another.
You know?
There could be more. There could at least be an hour's worth of content in there I like.
The other thing is, Natlan enjoyable. The other thing is, okay, I sat through all of Inazuma. I did not like, I'm genuine when I say this. I think Inazuma has been worse than Natlan. I don't think Natlan is as bad as Inazuma was. I genuinely just did not enjoy Inazuma.
Fucking got him.
Can't you not do Not Cry Skip anymore since the patch is over? Really? I don't know how that works. I haven't skipped anything yet, so I don't know how all of that works. But I think because of how much I didn't enjoy Inazuma, I ended up enjoying Sumeru a lot, despite Sumeru having a lot of issues in itself. But it made me enjoy Sumeru. And then, consequentially, when Fontaine came out, I was like, this is peak. What the heck? This is like peak writing. And guys, I slept through Sumeru. I slept through the entire desert section, but I really enjoyed the section where we first meet the Archon.
Oh, is that the fake Africa?
Yeah, that was fake Africa.
The
where we had
the
Egypt.
whitewashed Africa.
Yes, that was whitewashed Africa. Which was, we're not even gonna go into that because I've said so
It's a
much
bold
on it.
choice.
But it was
It's okay.
so
Some they just like
messy.
doing hip hop. It's okay. They just like doing hip hop and doing dances and doing stuff.
And they
Isn't
get
that
the
cool?
whitest girl they could to do the big dance, and it's
Yup.
like, what are we
It's
doing?
okay. It's okay. She has dreadlocks and wears Nikes.
The other
She's
thing was,
representative of the culture.
it's not even the entirety of Africa, which is already an entire continent. Let's not forget.
Yes.
It's the entirety of Africa plus parts of the Middle East plus parts of like India plus parts of like
Jesus
it's just
Christ.
they're just taking up a bunch of random cultures and like mishing them together, and it was just really thoroughly done.
It sounds like such a Chinese thing to do, to say, let's take all the brown and blacks and just mash them together.
That we're not actually going to
See
make
what
any
happens.
character darker skinned than like not
A
even
light tan.
not even that guy, the white Egyptian guy. You know
Oh
the
my
image I'm
God.
talking about? The white Egyptian guy?
I do.
Yeah. We're not
Oh
even
my
gonna make a
God.
character even close to like darker than that.
Oh my god. What were they thinking?
They did do a similar thing with Fontaine. However, the difference with Fontaine is that was kind of Europe and not even a big part of Europe. That was like more Western Europe, like Italy, France, Spain, that side of it, which isn't like a huge section of Europe. That's kind of a very secluded zone. Minus Germany, because Germany is Mondstadt. I find that funny that like we have all these giant cultures and then like one big city in the game is just Germany. That's it.
It's just Germany.
Oh yeah, and also England, I guess too. That's true. It's
Mhm.
reparation.
It's
Yeah,
true.
the French and English, and you know what? Italy, France, England, they're allowed to be meshed together because you know what? They've done some crazy shit. They're allowed to
There's
be
been
like
some-
meshed.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff in the history book for sure.
They've also technically they have taken a lot from each other, and they have like had strange alliances. Like they've tried to colonize each other multiple times. There's like a lot of history shared between them, and if you go to like France, you'll see a lot of English influence things. If you go to England, there's a lot of French influence in there. It makes a little bit more sense there. When you take something like the entirety of Africa, which is a crazy thing to say first of all, and mesh that with like the Middle East, which is also a huge section. It's not just like one little like country or anything. That's an entire section of a continent.
Yes.
That's a little bit different. I do think that's a little bit different.
It's a
And
smidge more intense.
I'm not gonna just blame Genshin on that. I think there's a lot of games that do that. Even Nikki has done that with Itzalad. I think Itzalad is a little bit of a strange location, but it's a little bit more. I think the only difference is that it's a little bit more nebulous in what it's supposed to be. It's more like random jungle environments, but I think the way that Genshin presented Sumeru was done a little bit strangely because they did kind of come out with like that kind of traditional dance that was done by the whitest character you've ever seen. And I don't hate her design. I think her design is fine. I actually quite like it because it's quite simple compared to a lot of the other Genshin designs. Just a weird choice for Sumeru. That was my only issue.
It's okay to say you hate it.
No, I liked her design. And this is coming from someone that doesn't like a lot of Genshin design. Takes the name of mythological or culturally relevant figures and just reuses it and meshes it together. Yeah, that's the main issue. That they take actual influences from different cultures, and it's very obvious when they do.
What if we take Atlantis and mash it together with Pompeii and just make an area from it?
Lost civilization.
Mhm.
Need like an Indus Valley. It's just the Indus Valley.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Right? Mona. Love Mona. She's really fun. She's a witch. She's got no friends though.
Oh.
So
Such
she
is
just
the
kind of-
witch way.
Such as the witch way. She's just a little bit. Do you know Okabe from Steins Gate?
No.
No, you haven't seen Steins Gate. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say she's very similar to him. Very dramatic in how she speaks.
No, I see. Okay.
A little bit eccentric. She's a very fun character. I really enjoy Mona. I like when she shows up. Then there's Venti, the kind of poster boy of the game. He had like kind of a cute little story. Jean, I don't remember her story, but I do like Jean. And Klee, I don't remember her story either, but she's just a kid. She's just a kid.
She's one of the many child soldiers we implement.
She really is. She really likes the knights, and she looks up to them. She wants, but she's just a little girl.
Child with bombs.
Child with bombs.
Bomb over child.
And these are the ones that we can't do. I like Yoimiya a lot, but I haven't done her story. Wait, I'm pretty sure I did. Did I not do her story?
No.
I haven't, but I thought I did.
No. No. No.
And you know Mavwika.
Oh, fire
Anyway.
lady.
She's the fire Archon that has so far not done anything.
I had to. I needed a second there to let the brain just churn out something. I was like, "All right, brain, do your thing." And it's just like modem dial-up noises, and it's like, "Oh, fire lady, right? Okay."
Yeah, on bike. Let's not forget she's got her bike in the picture too.
Oh, cool. She has a bike. That'd be cool if she used it. Anyways.
You can use her bike, I think. That's partly why I actually wanted to pull for her at one point, because I like the biker girl outfit. I think it's a cute look, even though her one is apparently a little bit messy. But I can get past that. However, I also just don't care about pulling characters for the most part. However, the fact that she can pull her bike out and ride it around made her a little bit more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
She does use her bike in combat too.
Pulling in these games looks like such hell. It's just like...
That's the other thing.
It's
Genshin,
so
pulling in
painful.
Genshin is so hard. It's so hard to save up primos unless you're playing every single day.
Right? It demands that you play this game like a part-time job. And that's
Pretty
why
much.
like I can't get into too many of these fucking kinds of games. 'Cause
No,
it's like,
no. You have to focus
it's
on
like,
at least just one.
focus. You need to do it, and then you need to keep doing it constantly, consistently, and you need to make a little bit of progress too, because you can't just have days where you just save up stuff, because that's not good enough. You have to make progress, because otherwise you can't participate in some stuff that's only unlocked after you get to a certain part in the story. But in order to do that, you got to put in another 30 plus hours from where you are right now in order to reach another 80 plus gap, and it's just like, holy shit.
Yeah, one thing that was making me a bit sad was if I go into this thing over here, there's a limited time rewards that you get for exploring new locations, and because I'm so far back in the story, it would take too long to get there, and it does make me a little sad that I won't get those. But I have to kind of what's the word? I have to kind of change my mindset around it, because realistically, I don't care too much about pulling characters, so it should be fine for me, since they do give a lot of primos in event stories, and you can still get them over time. You can still get them. Overworld exploration's not tied to main story. I know, but it takes so long to get 40% in a location. And I don't like running around in Genshin, to explore, unless it's in my own time. But doing it too quickly, it makes me feel overwhelmed. I get very stressed out. A very easily stressed person.
I just can't stand Breath of the Wild exploration anymore in games. It's so not interesting to me. And just seeing people run around in this, I go, how are you having fun? And it's an intrinsic bitterness in me that's not even just jealous. It's just how are you having fun with this? How are you doing this? And that's the part that just blows me away. So this is so good. This is so much fun. I'm like, how is this fun? This looks so fucking ass.
I get it. No, I get it. It's like if you're looking at a character that you enjoy and you're just looking at them having fun, and that could be enough. That could be a fun thing to do. What annoys me is I don't like climbing things. That gets very... It's why I can explore on a Nikki, and... Well, it also helps that I have a bike in Nikki.
Yeah.
If Genshin had a mount, I think I would want to explore a lot more. Even if it didn't, speed me up too much. I wanted Mavwika's bike. Oh, I want a bike.
Just any form of moving faster.
Yeah, any form of when it feels because I felt this in Xenoblade Chronicles as well. Technically, you can move really quickly in that game, but I just wanted a mount. I like having a horse or a bike.
So So I don't know if these questions are directed at me, but I see. Are you more narratively driven?
I think it
so
is
the
for
answer
you.
is. The answer to that is actually hilariously no. I'm actually incredibly gameplay driven, and narrative for me is a welcome surprise whenever something can mesh well or distract me from how much fun I'm having just playing the game itself. Is going, oh well, now I want to see where this goes. You know, like for example, like I had a lot of fun with Custom Robo because it was like a lot of the samey kind of gameplay. It was actually incredibly repetitive if you didn't get like new parts that you wanted to use and stuff like that, because ultimately you were just kind of like hoping randomly you would get the stuff you wanted. But the story and the writing was so absolutely bonkers insane that I was like, I was enthralled to see what was gonna like come out of people's mouths next. So I am a very gameplay driven person, but I also narrative is something that comes as a surprise because I don't like keeping my hopes up, because I realize a lot of narrative tropes and stuff like that tend to like really slow down my enjoyment of something if I have to sit there and read your cringy ass dialogue.
Whoa.
So
like it's more of a, if it turns out to be bad, at least you can enjoy the gameplay.
Yeah. Like, well, if it's something that I'm not into, then like whatever. At least I can have fun playing the game.
Yeah.
But
narrative
like a great example of that is Strangers of Paradise, where you think you're watching these fucking stupid ass cutscenes and you're listening to this cringy ass dialogue, and then you just play the game and you're having fun, and then something happens. And you go, wait a minute, are these characters? And then you start paying attention, and then you start going, wait a minute, is this an actual game?
Yeah,
and now we're underwater.
Oh my god, I love the underwater. Lots of. Yeah, I think it's interesting because I'm very much the opposite in that, which we already knew. We have very different kind of play styles and stuff. That's why I play lots of like visual novels and story-focused games. For me, I get really like, especially for explorations, I don't like open world games. So for me, when I do end up enjoying them, it's always a shock for me. It's more like a bonus. And I'll explore a little bit, get bored, and then at some point I'll be like, okay, now I just want to explore the entire game. That's the only thing I'm gonna do. So there are parts of Genshin that I actually did enjoy exploring, but when it becomes like a must, I can't do it. Like climbing up the mountain, because I did it in my own time, I had a lot of fun doing that. But when it's kind of like you have to explore this at this amount of time, then I'm like, I can't do that. So when it's like a reward kind of thing, I have to remember that I can get by without the reward. But when it's like a time limit thing, I'm like, I can't. I don't enjoy running around in this world. When it's kind of like you have to do this. Especially since some terrains are so character specific in terms of like navigation, but that's not in Atlan, and we've talked about how much I hate the navigation in Atlan. I want to point out your mic is clipping out just occasionally. It may be noise skating a little too aggressive. Oh, it's not noise skating. It's yeah, no, actually it is noise skating because it was picking up too much random noises and that was annoying me. But I can up it.
Okay. I was also slightly enjoying the Fontaine ambience music, and I was a little annoyed by that. I'm just like sitting there, just like, I like this. And I'm like, I like something from Genshin. No, this cannot stand.
Boop. This is partly why I loved swimming around in Fontaine. The music is so nice. And swimming around in the ocean is so slow compared to the rest of the game. But it just feels really calming and soothing.
Break the walls down.
Break the wall, but I don't have the right ability. So I have to steal it from another fish. But I need to find the fish.
Oh.
I found the fish. I'm going to steal its ability. The other funny thing is when you swim, they have a little filter to stop you from upskirting the characters, but it pops up for the guys as well. or any
That's
character that's wearing
crazy.
pants, and it's like, what am I trying to see here? What can I possibly?
I'm trying to see the clothed butt.
Or like, what am I supposed to see in Kazuha? There's nothing. There's nothing to
Do not
see.
show the child's anything.
He's literally wearing an entire. He's wearing such a big baggy thing. Anyway, that's like a funny little thing there. Where is this guy? Okay, yoink. And then... yoink. And then... never mind, I can't even get in here.
Oh. Unfortunate. Oh, Jesus.
There's something to blow up there. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, it is currently 4:35. Oh, it's got nice and overcast outside.
Nice and overcast.
Yeah. You gotta understand, it's February, and the weather here has been very warm until a random cold front hit us at the top of the week, which I've been enjoying, but it also means this incredibly already poorly insulated house gets even more cold or warm.
It was 14 degrees yesterday, and everyone was like, it's too hot.
It's too hot?
No one was ready for how hot it was yesterday. We were like, it's 14 degrees. I'm not used to this. It doesn't feel right. Because I was just like, wow, I'm feeling kind of warm today. How the fuck am I supposed to do this? I'm feeling kind of warm
57.
today. What is it? And
Yeah,
it's,
okay,
well,
now I need to look up what this is.
because I was wearing, you know, like warm clothes and things for winter.
So to give you an estimate of how warm it was, the high today was 21.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's been a pretty consistent thing until this weekend when it randomly rained. And then it like dipped down to like, I don't know, let's say 56 degrees freedom units, which is 13. So.
I'm doing something wrong here.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, devastating misinformation was spread last week, and I'm very sorry.
What?
It turns out that a cringe Magic Academy book I was looking like wasn't from the person who did Blood of Hercules, but it got dabbed. It got promoted by them. They
got
dabbed
dabbed
it
up
up
by them.
Yeah. It got one of those like promotion quotes, and I was like,
Oh, like
okay.
this author really liked this book. No, that's so sad.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they did do other writings, and I don't like the look of any of them.
What kind of vibe are the other ones?
Alright, you're actually gonna make me look up this person again.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, fine. Alright. So... who the fuck wrote this fucking piece of shit? Who the fuck wrote this fucking garbage again?
Jasmine Moss.
Jasmine Moss. Alright, so if we look at her official website... oh my god. This is the worst website I've ever looked at.
Is it like not well made?
No, it's like confetti falling from the top of the browser.
Oh, like the Tumblr.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Maybe
What
she
the
was a
fuck
Tumblr
is
girly.
this? I'm not surprised given how she writes. Ew, what the fuck is this shit? The Barnes & Noble Pear Edition.
Yeah.
The fuck is this?
They usually make like specific editions for like Waterstones, Barnes and Nobles. It just makes it like it's adding an extra entry at the end just to get people to buy exclusive versions of the book, which can be quite.
Oh.
It's detecting my controller gyro controls. I've just been noticing that recently. I don't know if it's like me just redoing my controller drivers, but more games have been detecting my gyro controls.
Oh, that's fun.
I know.
Well, it depends if you actually want it or not.
Well, I actually like gyro controls for aiming. I find it like, you know, especially if I'm aiming with a bow and arrow, I find it helps me a lot to have gyro controls on. Just to like give me a little bit of an extra nudge. I'm also getting my Genshin Impact controller this month before the end of the month.
Like it actually has a skin, or like you just bought an entirely separate controller.
It's just a completely separate new PS5 controller because it looks so pretty. And also this controller has been acting very strange and it's been kind of annoying me. I can't use it wirelessly for anything. Genshin Hater gets merch!
It's crazy.
Listen, it just looks really cute.
You did get called out crazy on that though.
I did. Listen, it's really cute. I can't help it. And also, anyway.
So if you want to know,
yes,
Jasmine Mouse has created the Blood of Hercules, the Bonds of Hercules, and then something called Psycho Fae.
Ah.
Psycho Fae, and then the Emperor's Enemy. Oh, this looks like such ass. What the fuck is this? Are you ready to enter into a new realm? An all-out fight for survival in the deadly Gladiator Fae game.
Not the Gladiator Fae games! Why does she make everything gladiators?
My god. Don't miss the conclusion of Sadie's dark and twisted trilogy in Psycho Beasts. What?
Sadie's?
There's a trilogy that she wrote called Psycho Beasts.
Not Psycho Beasts.
Perfect for... This is the most insane thing I've ever had to read out loud. Perfect for readers who love morally gray alpha heroes, strong female characters, extreme enemies to lovers, super steamy heat level, over-the-top obsessive males.
This is exactly like Blood of Hercules.
This is the worst thing ever.
You know what? If you like Blood of Hercules, it's literally the exact target audience.
Exactly. Which apparently is a growing number of people.
It's true.
Did I tell you about what happened once when I was at work?
No.
So at work we use like work phones, right? And I randomly get a text message, and it was a voice recording, which I've never seen done on a work phone before. But before I could click on it, it got deleted. I said, huh, okay. Then, in the middle of my shift, the coworker who, like, a random coworker literally ran up to me and was like, please tell me you didn't play that message you got. And I was like, no, why would I? And she was like, okay, good, because it was a
I think I remember you mentioning.
Audiobook. Yeah, it was an audiobook recording of, like, the fantasy smut novel I was listening to in the car. And I was like, why the fuck did you have your work phone with you on that? And like everyone in the bakery section heard it too, and we were all just kind of like, well, now I'm kind of mad I didn't hear it. And they were like, yeah, I would actually want to hear that too. Like,
drop the book, girl?
Yeah, seriously, what the
Give
hell?
us the book name? Share with the class, maybe? Kind of rude that she didn't, but that's fine. That's okay. Well, whatever.
Yeah. Sighs. But yeah, this is a three book series. It's not even all out yet. What? Book 1, Psycho Shifters. Book 2, Psycho Fae. Book 3, Psycho Beasts. You gotta be kidding me. It's not even all out yet. What is this turnaround rate? Psycho Fae, January 13, 2026. Psycho Beasts, March 10th. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my god, they have like art on her website for Blood of Hercules of what everyone looks like.
And?
It's about what you expect.
Ow.
It's actually really annoying. Don't worry, they have Augustus. They have.
Does he
your
have the
favorite
rat
character,
tail?
Augustus. Yes, and
No!
he does have a raccoon eating. And he does have a raccoon eating it.
No. You know what? It just makes me hate him more. It's fine.
It's fine. Oh, and Poco. Jesus
And Poco.
Christ! It's like written on like a chalkboard, and it has like weird, like that. You know, like if you've ever cut something out of a magazine, it has like that kind of outline to it.
Yeah. Oh, with the white paper on the out.
Yeah. Oh, this is so bad. Flint, I'm gonna send you this website so you have to look through it with me, just so I don't have to suffer alone.
What kind of trashy fantasy would you write if you could? Never mind. Elsie's not gonna hear it.
Here you go. You know what? This is for everyone in the chat. There you go. Let that through. Don't you block that. Don't mark it as spam.
Okay, I'm stuck in.
Wow. The Emperor's Enemy Deluxe Limited Edition book. Wow.
Yeah, it's
First
funny
in a
because
new
like
duology.
when I think of Fae, I think of big, creepy monsters because of like the Holly Black series and like how I grew up on Fae lore, where it's like they're evil creatures, and it's very funny how a lot of bookstores are now marketing them as like these really hot people who are also like sex addicts. And so any book involving Fae is like, you know, super smut, which is completely fine, because if it gets people reading and people are enjoying that, that's completely fine. It just annoys me that it's like a Fae it's become a Fae thing when I think Fae are just so interesting, and I just want them to not just be hot humans, you know, like really hot humans with pointy ears, when there's so much more than that. And also, Fae have always been more of like a either creepy entities that pervade the woods and the oceans and whatever, and are very nature affiliated. But they're also like more schemy than they are like brawly. Like they're not going out and like fighting people in wars and gladiator things and stuff like that. They're scheming. They're trying to do things to not fight. Like they're trying to get their way by lying and tricking. And that's the fun part of Fae, is that they lie and they trick, even though they can't lie, which is also a fun part of them. It's like, how do they lie without actively lying? And we're not getting enough of that. We're getting wars and other things, and I don't want that. Make them interesting again. Make Fae interesting.
But what if we just want them to be hot?
No, just make your characters hot.
What if we want the immediate gratification of every 300 or so pages we get another sex scene?
No! You can do that, but just don't make it Fae specific. Pisses me off!
Also, yes, Flint, get disappointed with me, because this website sucks.
Ay.
And TikTok sensation, why are authors being called TikTok sensations?
Because BookTok like, is a whole thing.
Oh no.
It's kind of like with some K-dramas are now like, people only know them from TikToks, and they get really popular on TikTok, and you get a bunch of like, previously the comments used to be like people that actually watched the full show. Now you'll get people in the comments who are just like, so what actually happened in the show? And it's like, I thought you watched this. Why are you commenting here if you didn't? And it's because dun dun dun, they only watch clips on TikTok, and that's how they know it. And it's the same with these books. Like they read entries on BookTok. Some people will obviously read the book, but it seems like a lot of people do mostly get into it from like clips that people have made talking about it. Which is the same with like, you know, reality TV. Some people watch reality TV only through like TikTok and social media, and they're not actually watching the entire show.
Yeah.
And they get like this very kind of skewed version of the events, like only the interesting tropey bits and maybe not the meat and bones of it. They're not seeing the nuance behind it. Whatever that might be for whatever thing it is. Like I finished watching The Art of Sarah with Ollie, which popped up on like not even on a K-drama site, it popped up on a normal watching site. And so I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. Let's watch it. And we did. And it turned out to be a very, very interesting show. And I tried to find some things after it was over and, you know, find some fan cams on TikTok of the characters because they didn't have any GIFs and I got very annoyed. And every single TikTok was people asking like, so what was her name? So who was she? And it's like, girly, did you watch the show? And they didn't. And it's interesting because it's like when a show is a little bit more complicated and nuanced and subtle, I do wonder, like, you know, people are mostly watching it because of the wow factor, you know, the aesthetic. And it is a very aesthetic show, but like they're not seeing anything beyond that. And that's probably why shows like movies and shows that are more aesthetically pleasing nowadays, but maybe don't have as much substance, like the new Wuthering Heights movie, which we're not getting into right now because that would take us an entire hour. But
you're in enough pain as is.
Exactly. But it's like things like that where people get really sucked into this kind of, ooh, ew, ew, why am I here? Ew, let me get out of here. I hate this place. Oh, it's prison.
Uh-huh. Welcome back.
No.
To jail.
No, never. I'll never go back. We got stuck in there for an entire arc of Fontaine, and it's just prison, and it's like the same thing every single day because we're a prisoner. And it's infuriating, and I hated it. I never want to be back there. Anyway. Yeah, people get really sucked into like the visuals because people post fan cams on TikTok, and they don't actually... Were you hanging out on the front door too long? No, I accidentally teleported inside like an idiot. Oh, I love the ocean. It's so calming and soothing, but then there's a giant fucking prison in the middle of it. And it reminds me that the ocean is not as fun.
It reminds me that there's a prison at the bottom of the ocean.
Prison at the bottom of the ocean. Full of
the prison.
Evil.
The evil prison at the bottom of the ocean.
It's a little seal or otter. It's all curled up in itself. But he looks so shivery and sad. How do I get in there?
You should save him.
I can't get inside.
I guess he's dead. Until you find a way to get to him.
No. He's locked away. There's nothing I can do, guys. It's fine.
Well.
We'll just leave him. I'm excited to get to not cry. I think there'll be interesting sights. I feel like from what I've heard, the story seems really good. The visuals seem really good, so it might be kind of a similar thing to Fontaine, where I actually did like running around and exploring. But we'll see. See what we get.
Clint has requested that we reopen the question of what trashy fantasy would you write?
Right! What trashy fantasy would you write?
Is this directed to me?
Yes.
Me? No. What would you write?
I would do something a la like Pretty Little Liars. Like I want it to be mystery themed. I want it to be like a new character gets killed every like 5 episodes and we have to find out who did it. But there's also a lot of like, oh my god, there's so many hot people here. And like also who are they gonna date? Don't worry about the murder mystery. And then we're bothered about that. And maybe we have a little bit of Gossip Girl in there too. Maybe someone's sending messages to people, which they also do in Pretty Little Liars now that I think about it. Maybe we throw in some Desperate Housewives in there too. Throw in some bizarre plots and some insane character decisions. And because people love a crazy character. They love characters that are a little bit unhinged. So that's kind of what I would do. Maybe like a small town area. But I do kind of want to get some Fae involved. So maybe there's also some creepy Fae that'll live around. But they're not part of the trashy bit, because I'm not gonna use them for that. They're just there to like kill people and things. Anyway, that's my setting. What would yours be? Oh no, there's a dead body in the lobby. That's so hot. Like one of the main characters will say that. That's just what they're like, and you just have to live with it. Like, you're just like, oh, Samantha, not again. Like, Samantha, that's not the time. Wait, that's literally a character from Sex and the City, and that's what she would do. But what would your trashy novel be, Boop? You've avoided that question yet again.
I'm sure we can find more ways to avoid it. Honestly, that's the funny thing is that I don't think I'd ever want to associate a trashy romance thing with anything I'm actually interested in.
Yeah.
So it would have to be like something completely out of left field. Like, I don't know. Like something stupid and like really, really predictable.
I know you won't enjoy this, but do you know there's a lot of romance movies and books that have come out recently that are specifically focused on underground MMA rings?
I'm not surprised.
It's
That
kind of
sounds
a
like a
whole
very
thing.
that sounds like something people would do. Actually, no. I know that's a thing because I think my ex showed me either it was like a show or like a short anime. It's always like 5-minute flashes from like Chinese studios, but like there's always like weird yaois out there that involve like underground fight rings and the mafia and like this
Not the
like,
underground fight ring weird yowies.
yeah, exactly. It's like stuff like that. And every time my response is the same of like, huh, people really just eat this shit up, huh? And the
It's
answer is
true.
yes, every time they do. It's like doctor and fighter who's doomed to die in
The
the
doctor and fighter. You should write an underground fight ring BL story. Yes. A little Omega. Just throw in a smidge of Omegaverse.
just this little bit in there.
Smidge of some mating.
God. I remember I watched the Omegaverse anime and it was so bad.
There's
Not
an
because it was,
Omegaverse
like,
anime?
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like a happy slice of life thing, but
It's such a slice of life Omega anime.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And it's so nothing. It's so nothing. There's nothing of substance to it. Yes, Wei.
That's
Yes, Wei.
incredible.
Flint, don't you remember? You recommended it to me. You said, "Oh my God, Boop, check this out." And I said, "Flint, are you okay?"
You're like, Flint? Oh, can I show you
Flint,
something really quick?
Sure.
So if you have a Fontaine character and they swim up in, like, over the ocean, they do a little thing.
They do a dolphin.
They do a little dolphin thing. It's really cool.
That's pretty fun.
It's very cute.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that with any other character, they just pop up and start swimming. Which is not as fun. Anyway, continue.
Mm-hmm. Continue with what?
With your yaoi crack thing. Your Omegaverse trashy novel.
Yeah? No. Everyone is rating this for me. Are you kidding? I've given you nothing. And everyone's like, yeah, so you're gonna do this, right? And I'm like, no.
So everyone's just giving you ideas and making
Everyone's
the
like,
novel for you.
This is terrible. This is like I'm in a writing room and everyone's like, I throw out an idea and then everyone takes in the complete opposite direction and then I get top writing credit. And I'm like, I don't want my name attached to this. And they're like, no, this is great. It will include like stuff that triggers people. I'm like, what do you mean
Wait.
triggers people?
Speaking of, Black Blue's onto something. Make a Beastars fight ring. We got the furries, we got the yaoi, we've got the fight ring. It's all in there.
This is terrible.
Yes, yes. That's exactly
This
what we
is
should do.
awful.
And
let me just wheel out the whiteboard of ideas and just start seeing. We have MMA fight ring, Omegaverse, furry.
Create a throwaway account.
And posts. It would get torn to shreds. Those people don't fuck around.
It's true. AO3, you can get some people who could be on board with it. They could be like, okay.
The audience is out there, I'm sure. I can see what you're doing, but can I recommend feeding it to an AI to write instead?
No. No.
There
AO3
has
don't
to be
fuck with
people out
that.
there.
People over there are like, oh, we don't like that They don't like the AI fix. Listen, here's the thing. I don't care about bad writing, okay? Even with Blood of
Okay.
Hercules, okay? I don't care
is-
how bad it ever gets. It does not read to me like AI, and that is what I'll give it credit for. It reads like someone took their favorite tropes that I don't like, but their favorite tropes, and fuck you, Saturn.
No.
God damn it. We talk about it enough. It's going to cause this. This is our fault. This is your fault, Boop. Your fault. You started this.
What did I start?
You started this.
I didn't make you buy the book.
You made me buy the
I still
book.
remember.
You made me also. You made me put
I
the
remember when
redeem.
you were. I remember when you were in fucking Target in like Louisiana, and you just send me a picture of that you found of Blood of Hercules that you found, and you're like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "Do not buy it."
It was
And you're
a
like, "I should
sequel,
buy
I
this for
think,
you."
wasn't it?
I don't know, probably something like that.
It was one of it. It was either the book or the sequel, and I was like, I should buy that for Boop, and that should be his present.
No, it really shouldn't be. And then the card's in it as like a bookmark.
Agent activation call. We need free range, no hinges.
Free range, no hinges.
Absolutely.
Human smut trash writing.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. We can hate. We can hate as much as we want, and that is our right.
That's true.
We're allowed to hate. We're allowed to love. That's all within our human rights. The thing is, as much as I can hate this writing, I still love that it is human writing, and I love that someone came up with all of this. And it brings me a lot of pain and suffering, especially the bits with Augustus. And it's also made me start to kind of question my own likes and dislikes, because I've started to appreciate Karen the more he shows up, just because of how much I dislike Augustus. And I think by the end of this, I might become a Karen liker. We don't know.
Oh no.
No one knows where we're going with this.
A Karenite, if you will.
A Karenite, if we will. But regardless of anything, I do appreciate that it is human writing. And
It is human.
it is a human being has made us suffer through this. A human being has caused us this misery. I also like
Why is the
that-
music building up during the speech?
This is a very dramatic and important speech, a poignant moment in our lives that we need to get out of the way and address. And also, speaking of which, this next chapter is in Karen's perspective.
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess that was. I don't know about you. I'm feeling pretty inspired. I think I won't write any smut. Thanks.
Fantastic. Just like Flint says,
Fantastic.
fantastic. And in that, at that moment, I think now we should move. I'm gonna put Furina in a nice little aesthetic spot.
Away from underwater enemies or
Away from underwater enemies that might
ne'er-do-wells.
attack me. And make my life difficult. We're gonna move us over here. Are you guys ready? We're gonna read the entire chapter. Chapter 20. The Pianist. We are on page 308. 308. No. You do not run away, Alti. You stay right here.
I'm back. I sure hope we aren't reading Blood of Hercules at this very second.
Chapter 20. The Pianist. Karen, a few hours earlier, at the symposium. Are y'all ready? This might be where I either start to like or hate Karen. I leaned forward at the piano and watched my prey. Alexis was sitting at a table, surrounded by sirens. She smiled and laughed freely as she talked with the naked creatures. What other secrets do you have, Carissima? The male siren sitting next to her shifted closer, staring at her with pure lust. I ground my teeth together. Missed a note. My thigh muscles bunched.
What? Yeah,
Sorry.
dog, absolutely.
I'm gonna be so serious. Let's read this very seriously.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll try to stay quiet.
It took every ounce of control I possessed not to stand up and throw my dagger into his throat. Play the long game, Karen. Don't ruin all your carefully laid plans. I slammed my fingers down across the ivory keys, pressing the pedal with so much force, the piano creaked. Another Olympian Spartan crawled toward the piano bench, and I kicked him away with disgust. I wasn't interested in playing with weak bitches. I had singular tastes. Once I made up my mind, nothing could change it. I was looking at what I wanted. Hell and Hound lay at my feet, hackles rising with annoyance as a constant stream of sirens and Spartans crawled forward, trying to seduce me. I regretted ever wasting my powers on them. None of them deserved it. Breathing deeply, I focused on the music and nothing else. Fingers moving quickly across the keys, I lost myself in a flow of a faster melody. Plans and moves played out before me, and I studied each one carefully. There were no room for error. Not with what was on the line. There was an explosion of laughter across the room, and I leaned forward to look around the column. Unable to avoid the magnetic pull Alexis had on her. This music does not match. My fingers stilled. She was standing up at a booth, skin gleaming like polished gold, her mismatched eyes crinkled with laughter. Dried blood was crusted across her perfectly curved lips. Her arms were streaked with dirt, and curls were wild around her face. She looked like a disheveled angel. I'd never met anyone who was such an intoxicating combination of shy and bloodthirsty. I loosened my diamond-encrusted belt to release the pressure in my...
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Read it out, Queen. You got this.
Alexis smiled seductively, slowly tugging down one of her toga sleeves. I palmed myself through my pants. Wait, serious. I stared, entranced. Hell growled deep in his throat and startled me out of my trance. What the fuck is she doing? We thought. I stood up and threw the piano bench back. People grunted in pain. I ignored them. I need to stop her. If the sirens see her naked flesh, so help me, Kronos, I'll kill them all. Stalking across the room, I shoved a Spartan out of the way. Halfway toward my prey, I stopped. Augustus grabbed her neck and stopped her. He was choking her. Gently.
What the fuck are you talking about, dog?
His eyes were wide with rage. He leaned close and whispered something into her ear. His long black and white hair hanging between them like a silk curtain. The scar across his cheekbone and nose was an angry slash. The lust intensified tenfold. They were devastatingly handsome together.
You can't push this narrative. You're not allowed
Wait,
to.
why is he into this?
You're in the race, buddy. Why
You're-
are you betting against yourself? That's
Not
crazy.
Karen, come on. The rat tail, really? Come on.
That's what's doing it. That's what's doing it for him. That's
Come
what sent him over
on.
the edge.
I believed in
That's why he's-
you.
That's why he's palming himself.
Stop palming yourself. I'll palm you in a second.
Oh my!
On the face.
Oh, okay.
Both were vicious. Both uniquely attractive. Augustus and I shared hundreds of people over the years. We preferred fucking together. It kept people from getting too attached, and it was fun to make people sob with unimaginable ecstasy.
What?
But I'd never felt like this before. Pride filled me as I watched Alexis melt beneath his touch. Heat flashed in both their gazes. I smiled. Things were progressing faster than I expected. The timeline would need to be accelerated. Slowly, I grabbed my throbbing shaft and stroked! The pleasure was otherworldly. I squeezed. A male siren whimpered as he pressed himself flush against me. Growling, I pulled my hand away and shoved the man off me. He fell to the ground, and I kicked him. Then grabbed a drink off a tray and threw it back. The ambrosia burned deliciously. It was time to get to work. I had prey to ensnare. End of chapter 20.
Why am I here? That's a great question, Alti. That's what I'm asking too.
Guys, I think his plan is to get them all together. I don't think he's on our side anymore. I think he likes Augustus too, and he's gonna try and get them all together.
The threesome is happening. The polycule is forming.
God damn it! I'm not against the threesome, but does it have to be Augustus? Could it not be anyone else? Why Augustus? Poor Theo. I don't know what that means, but if it's a cry for help from listening to Blood of Hercules, then I get it and I understand, and I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm tired. Anyway, the next chapter is Alexis, so we don't have to worry anymore, at least.
I need to throw this in Google Translate. One sec. I'm so curious. This person who just joined in Spanish is entirely missing the point of the stream because they said essentially, yes, no, but dear God, the puppet needs to be a little more in the center so that I can see the game.
What? In the center? But you can see the game.
I don't know, dude. This is through Google Translate, so it's probably not even accurate.
You're taking up too much space. But, oh, no, I get why. It's because we were on this screen where we were reading. I don't think they knew what we were doing there. That's fine. That's valid. That's fair. I don't think any of us know what we're doing when I'm reading Blood of Hercules.
Shout out to people who don't know.
Ooh, okay. I might have called you a good friend, Alti, but let's not get ahead of ourselves and call ourselves the best chicken on the farm. We don't know that yet.
I was there since day one. I was there since day one.
Boop was there day one. But Boop has also kind of failed me a couple of times in contributing golden eggs. So...
That's just what I do, baby. That's what it means to be a day one.
I won you first place, and yet somehow your love points in game are a little bit lower. So... I don't know. We'll see. This Friday, maybe you should feed me quality feed. I have put in so much. I put in so much quality feed. The entire outside of the farm is full of quality feed. So I don't know what y'all are saying.
Opens fridge. There's all this food in the fridge. I don't think there's anything to eat. Closes fridge.
Boop. Say goodnight to everyone.
Good night, everyone.
In your most enthusiastic voice.
Oh, okay. Do you want like a real sign out or do you want like a fake one?
Give me fake.
Well, everybody, that was an awesome stream. Be sure to check out more. Make sure to like and subscribe, follow the channel for more, and make sure to check out the VOD channel if you really want to relive some of those moments as they happened. Make sure to also check out Friends of the Stream, and be sure next time to check it out on Fridays when we'll be streaming farming games. Whoa! Be sure to save 5,555 Cocoa Points in order to redeem another page of Blood of Hercules if you really like that segment.
Bye-bye, everyone!